Welcome everybody to today's stream. Let's do some pushing today. Hope you're also as hyped as I am. Because I can tell you, what can I tell you? We will get some really cool elite spec reviews tomorrow. I'm really hyped about those. So, I think the Amalgam, the Conduit and the Evoker, I think they are amazing. I'm like really looking forward to those. I'm just really excited. I think, to be honest, I personally really hope the Revenant spec lives up to the hype. I think the Revenant one, the Conduit, if it's like really as good as it looks, yes, it will be amazing, to be honest. I think really the Revenant one, I'm with you, Demochi. I think that is actually, yeah, what can I say? I think this will be game changing. You know, it could be suited for all builds. You can use it in a condition Revenant, you can use it in a power Revenant, you can use it in a support Revenant. There are so many different builds that you could easily run just by increasing the viability of the core stances, core legends. So I'm really like hoping that this will be like the big game changer so that you can play Revenant now not only in, so let's say, okay builds, but in top meta builds in all game modes. I really hope so. So what do we have here? Virtuoso. Oh my god. I think I should go some kind of support here. Yeah, that's a support match. That's a support match. Yeah, but definitely, I'm really hyped for the Revenant one, but I also am really hyped for the same reason, actually, for Evoker. I think Evoker will really elevate my build crafting, for example, for a healing elementalist. You can go into water very often because you can specialize in it. Then you can go into fire more often and go more aggressive on an elementalist. You can go fresh air and combine that maybe even as well with it. I don't know how this synergy would work. Really interesting to think about. But you could also go for a Condi build that is focused on fire and earth, for example. You want to go as often as you can go into earth to get also stability procs. I'm really excited for all those interactions, not only for Revenant, where you can increase the build viability by having the core legends more useful, but also, for example, on Elementalist, where you can think about, oh, this could be a really cool water Elementalist, this could be a really cool earth Elementalist. And I really hope that the Amalgam will look the same. I think Amalgam is the one that is the least, like, we know the least about the mechanic itself. Could be like a lot of different things, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how they are played and how the mechanic looks. But I'm also really looking forward to just theory craft after I got all the information and maybe test them out in the beta event that will be coming very soon. So yeah, really excited for those. Welcome, Camille. Welcome. Hope you had a nice day so far. Let's try some push. Push is really volatile, I have to be honest. I had like push matches that were like absolutely insane, that were one-sided in either direction, and I had push matches that were like complete, like, I had one match that was quite close. All the others were really like quite clear, to be honest. Oh my god, my ally, stop it. I can't get that risk. Oh my god. Nice, we got the rally. Oh my god, there's some confusion spiking going on. Oof. This is not a good spot to be in, to be honest, but so far so good. No, my teammate is dead here. Get some rest. No. Get the reflect down. No, it doesn't help. Oh, that's such a close match. I mean, we got a kill here, but I think I will die before that. What is my team doing? They could have rested me here. Crazy. I find Elementalist overwhelming, so Evoker appeals to me. Yeah, I think Evoker will be really interesting because it can make an Elementalist build a little bit simpler because you are really like focusing on a single attunement. But I think at the same time it could make Elementalist builds not like only, but also in addition to that, I would say somewhat stronger by switching attunements more often. So I personally think there could be like a way to make it an easy, simple Elementalist spec, but also make it a somewhat cool spec for people like me that play a lot of Elementalists still. So I think that this is really cool that you have multiple avenues to play this build. I'm really like hoping that this will be like a big meta pick because you probably have a lot of reason to play it in various ways. So yeah, really looking forward to that. I'm not sure we fight here completely off point. It's really close. Praying for quickness heal for Elementalist. I mean, we already have quickness heal, but I think giving us another option, that is actually quite like, I'm actually quite hyped about this, to be honest. And I think this will actually be quite likely, to be honest. I don't see a way that Evoker will not be playable as a healer. I mean, obviously it has to have some quickness or some Alacrity access. I'm not sure, they didn't tell us yet which one we will get. Oh my god, my team is dying left and right. I don't even know how I can rest those guys. I think it's impossible to rest those. I have to survive this. Yeah, I'm not sure. This looks like a lost cause, to be honest. Sad. Since they just buffed Alacrity for Tempest, I'm thinking Evoker might get quickness. That might actually be true, to be honest. They could actually give us quickness on... I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know what their thought process is, because they, for example, I would have expected to give, like, Gale Shot was like a perfect place to give Alacrity. Just because Alacrity was only on Druid, and on Druid you can play as a full healer or you can play as a full DPS, but you can't play any offensive support on Druid. It's impossible because the damage trait and the Alacrity trait are competing against each other. So it just doesn't work. And I was like saying, okay, I think then it's quite clear that the Ranger spec will get the Alacrity there. But they didn't do that, so I'm now completely confused. I don't know what exactly is the plan for each elite spec. I think they will just going what the lore fits the most. So yeah, that's just how it goes. Well, I love Evoker, but I still feel like weapon choices will not change. Scepter for Firefox, Scepter, Spear, Hammer for power build. Yeah, I think that is like the only thing that's a little bit sad about just in general, that we don't get a new weapon. I think Engineer and Elementalist are like, maybe Revenant as well. Those three specs are a little bit like locked in the weapons all the time. Maybe Revenant not as much, but Engineer and Elementalist are like, you get a different elite spec, but it will still use the same weapons. There will be no theory crafting of saying, okay, I'm now running a power hammer weapon on Engineer and I'm playing a Condi build. This will not happen. So there will be no new like crazy theory crafting in terms of like different weapon choices for those two classes at least. That's a little bit sad, but that was supposed to be expected, to be honest, if you don't get that many different weapons. Or no, none at all, rather. Yeah. Welcome, Burst. I want to ask, what is the best way to understand the game in an aspect of what I should chase? How do I get purpose to what to go for besides legendary gear? Oh, that's a tough question, to be honest. I think in general in Guild Wars 2 you have to set your own goals. You have first to understand what is your like playstyle. What do you prefer? Do you like open world? Do you like whatever you want to do, like doing fractals, doing PvP stuff, world versus world? Set yourself the first goal that is in this like regime, in this area that you want to play all the time. And only then you can say, okay, this is now what I actually want to do all the time. And then you can continue from there. So if you like, for example, a lot of fractals, you can do and try to get the highest fractal level that you can get and go to fractal CMs and learn that kind of stuff. If you're more into open world and you want to get gold farming going, think about what is a goal that you want to get that is actually worthwhile chasing after. So if you don't like legendary gear, maybe go for more bank space, more back slots, maybe go for more storage expansion and that kind of stuff, or maybe go for more blackline stuff like I'm here. There is so many different things that you can go for. Maybe you give me some more details and I can give you some more advice here, but I think setting yourself an own goal that is fitted to your own playstyle is the most important thing about Guild Wars 2. It's a sandbox game after all. Yeah. Welcome, JJ. I just tuned 80 yesterday, first tune. I'm an engineer. Should I bother with an elite spec until I get enough hero points for completing elite? I would say you can try, but I think it doesn't really matter too much because it doesn't take that long. It's like a few, maybe hours if you're slow to get the full elite spec unlocked, but it's not too bad. So I would say try it out if you want to, but I would say you need at least half of it unlocked to make it worthwhile, because otherwise you will just have one trait and one skill or something and that's it. So I would say starting out, I would not equip it, but as soon as you reach like maybe 30 to 50%, you can think about it. Yeah, and then you can slowly ease into that, I would say. But it depends. Of course, you can try it out earlier and you will have still a decent time to play it. would love some nerf hammers and buff for other weapons to shake up the meta. Yeah, I think actually I really hope they will give us some balance patch together with the expansion, or maybe before that changes up some weapons, because weapons is something that is quite stale, and I really hope they change some stuff up that shakes up the weapon meta, especially on Engineer and Elementalist, so that we actually get some different theory crafting when the elite specs come out as well. I hope so, yeah. Welcome, Snowdrop, welcome. If you only could play one class, what would it be? That's a tough question. I probably would quit the game if I had to do this. But I would say probably Mesmer right now, because it's so versatile. But it might change with the next expansion. So right now, probably Mesmer, yes. How many Scourges are there all the time? It's actually insane. We have almost no damage. Is that... yeah, let's try it like this. I started to play like a month ago and I got 1000 gold at the moment. I farm as much as I can and tend to do PvE mostly, but I truly can't understand what to do besides farming gold. I mean, that's like for most people the end game goal is farming gold to get something that they chase after. New skins, new legendaries, new account unlocks, whatever they are going for, there's always something that is worth getting gold for. So you are doing the right thing. But you have to have fun. You know, the most important thing in the game is to have fun. And if you have that, farming gold, sure, then do that. And you will at some point can buy some big ticket item. I don't know, maybe an infusion and whatever you want to buy. You will get there in the end. I can't give you a tip because I personally had a lot of goals, like going for full wardrobe, going for all legendary, all that stuff. But if you don't are not intrigued by this, I mean, sure, then maybe find something else. I can't tell you what to find. That's different for everyone. Oh my god, how is this guy already dead? It's crazy. I actually don't know. Okay, let's focus on this, I guess. Yeah, fashion. Welcome, Ade. Welcome. Fashion is like what most people do, to be honest. Oh my god, 4 people on me. My team is just like ignoring me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I should play support, to be honest. At least we got the perfect respawn, that's good. I also have to decrease my settings, I'm not sure. It looks like I have horrible frame. I maybe can get the rest here. Looks like my PC is completely burnt by this. Well, maybe I can get this. Nice, we got the rally. Maybe get some healing here. Nice, very good. I will turn it back up, the settings, as soon as my PC is like done doing whatever it is doing in the background. So sorry for the bad look here. Just don't want to have a FPS lags while I'm trying to play PvP. Oh my god. They have so much damage. That's crazy. At least we got some push going on here, but I think they might die now as well. Crazy. I played strikes with you yesterday when you played Mesmer. Perfect. You know, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I play almost every day strike missions, so it happens often that I play with someone of you, I guess. I'm not sure if I can get this. Probably not, but I can try. Yeah, not possible with 2 people there. What are we doing now? I guess we just run. What's the best way to get ascended gear? I have a guide on my YouTube channel about getting ascended gear. Just check that one out. It's really concise, so I can't do that on stream here. I think the best way is for sure getting the Wizard's Vault stuff. That's the best way. Definitely. But... oh my god, I almost got away. Yeah, so Wizard's Vault, and after that it depends. So I have multiple like points in the video where I say this is really good if you do this is really good if you do that. But the best way for everyone is almost always as Wizard's Vault. So like I said, be sure to check out my guide on the YouTube channel. Yeah. Welcome, Napoleon. Welcome. Oh, that's like, I don't know. We have no damage and the enemy team has a lot of damage. I really like hope that we can. Nice, we get a kill here. Just be careful. I really have to play more aggressive weapon classes. This is like painful. But it's okay. So far, so good. I think this is a fight that we want to take. Get some racing going just for the rally. Very good. Get some CC. Nice, we get the kill. And finally charge the mantras. Why are they capping S4? Are they trolling? They all get the debuff. You should make a series about crafting legendary. Yeah, I thought about this, to be honest. I'm not completely sure how I would like put it. How exactly would I do it for every single legendary, or how should I do it a little bit like just one legendary and go over each of the items that you need? I think that's a very interesting thing. I have to do it quite well though, so that it's concise and still like helpful. So, and understandable, of course. So I will do that as soon as I get to it, to be honest. I am really looking forward to doing a series like that. Because I have a lot, I can tell you how to do it for the most part, I guess. I mean, looks quite good. It looks like the final push here, to be honest. Nice, I got the heal interrupt. Nice, we got another interrupt. Now he's dying on point, I guess. Hit the stomp. Very good. Is there anything from the festival of 4 Winds that you think is a must get? I think the festival is mostly for people that want to collect skins. I think there is no real must get other than the skins. So if you want to go for fashion collecting and getting skins, that's like the biggest thing. I would personally, as someone that plays PvE, I try to always go for the annual achievement to get the account achievement points. So if you like that, 3, 2, 1 stability, no. Then this one is, in my opinion, worth getting as well. 50 account point achievement points. Whenever you get to complete a festival for the first time, the annual achievement each year, that's definitely something that I would be considering that it's good. But if you don't care about achievement points or skins, then there is not that much happening. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you could go, obviously this festival is known for the gambling, that you invest T5, T6 materials like Ectos and all that stuff, that you invest that and, or invest, I mean, that you gamble it away, and if you're lucky, you get a chug infusion. If you're unlucky, like me, you don't get anything. So better think twice about it, maybe thrice, if you really want to gamble away your precious materials, because selling it right now is obviously really worthwhile as well. So if you, for example, sell your Ectos right now, they are really expensive. Look at this, 50 silver are the Ectos. Yeah, they started somewhere like 2 months ago, they were at like 30 silver. So it's like almost double the price now. So if you have some of that stacked up, I would just sell them. And that goes for almost every single item that is like available to trade for the Sephirite lock boxes. So if you just want to make some quick money, easy, easy. Yeah, it's amazing. It's crazy. It's not. It's like, the funny thing is, last stream we had this issue with the push. So if for the people that don't know, that I got like 1 match, and after that I had the queue pop up all the time, but I did never get into a match. And this was like, the weird thing here was that this stayed not only for hours after I tried to get into push. No, it actually stayed the next day. I shut down my PC and did my work, and after that I started Guild Wars 2 the next day, and it still had the queue pop up. That was the crazy part. I logged into the game and got the queue pop up like 20 hours later. It's crazy. It was like insane. After that they fixed it a while after that, but it's just like so funny to me that this happened, like still crazy. It's like spaghetti code, I guess. It's insane to me, yeah. What's the best usage for that tier 2 reward from the weekly festival achievement you made a video about? You have 250 of this, where is it, the weekly achievement thingy? Where is it? This one. The 250, that's insane. So you can get some skins for that. You can trade it for skins. And that's the most lucrative thing to do, because otherwise you can't get those skins. It's really, you can buy some skins with that. That's it. So if you're not a skin collector, then there is not that much value. So I would say, if you don't need that, just go for you don't really get that much out of that. The weekly is really just for someone that collects a lot of skins. In my opinion, at least. Yeah, exactly. If you open 10k boxes and get 150 gold worth of infusions, it's probably more worth it just going for like selling the materials. You will probably be better off. At least in my opinion. I did not gamble. I don't do that. I know my account is cursed. I will never win anything lucky, you know. That was a crazy good pull, to be honest. Let's go in. We have full life force. This is an elementalist that is pressured. Come on. Free casting. Oh my god, this was a nasty block. Get some CC. Oh, that was a good one. Get this one. Nice. You see the difference if you play DPS and just stand off node and just try to get a lot of cleave going. Looks good, looks good. I mean, they have so much pull. Nice, we got a kill. Let's see, go on this guy. Nice. I think this guy is dead now as well. Very good. Let's focus on this guy next. Nice, nice. You have to stagger the respawns because there is this waves respawn now. So if you stagger the respawns, you actually get a lot of value from that still. Very good. They go for the rest a little bit at least. Get some CC. Nice. Nice. CC chaining. Very good. Nice. 250 Ectos. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I mean, 250 Ectos, I would say either save them for some kind of legendary that we want to go for, or of course sell them right now to get the maximum amount of gold if you don't need them, because it's the best, I would say by far the best option to just sell them and have gold, because they will go down in price after the festival. It's like a very clear yearly cycle. It's always like at Festival of the Four Winds, they are the highest. And after that, they go down to 30 silver or something. It's always like that. And it will stay like that for the next years to come, I would say. So if you want to get some quick money, just sell it right now and buy them back later if you really need them. After you like sold them right now and make some profit. That's like very nice investing strategy, I would say. Can we get the rest denial? Yes, we can. Let's go for some CC. No. Nice. We got that. We got that. We got that. Very good. Looks quite nice, to be honest. Didn't die yet. That's always a good sign if you don't die. Always helpful. They have so much CC. It's so annoying, to be honest. So far, so good. Very nice. We get another kill. Just don't let them rest it. And we should be good. They have the sword buff, but that's fine, I guess, because we are outnumbering them for the most part. Let's see. This guy double dodged. Should be easy kill. Very good. And try to get some cleave going, just in case they try to res. Okay. Let's try to focus on this guy. Can I ask what add-on or mod you're using for your cursor? This is an add-on that is legal. It's called Blishhut, and it's a. I have a guide on my YouTube channel if you want to know how to set it up. It's Blishhut, and the add-on in there is another module in this add-on. It's called Mouse Cursor, and obviously it gives you this blue mouse cursor, and it makes it more visible, and also stays when I press my left mouse button, so I see where it is, even if I like don't want to. If I want to move my camera, I still see where the mouse cursor was before, so I'm not like completely lost. Oh, they have so much. That's our, nice, that's our Skyhammer, very good. Nice, we got a CC on the Scrapper, CC locking, yes, very good, we got a kill. We got the Elementalist as well, I think that might be the final push, very good. Let's try to end it here. And maybe stagger the deaths so they don't respawn all of them at once, so we have a safer fight after that. Looks quite good, to be honest. Nice, let's go on this guy. Nice, we got the CC. It's not CC chain. And another one. Yep, there we go. I don't gamble. I think never gambling in general in Guild Wars 2, but also in your whole life. I think not gambling is probably always the safer bet. Yes, you might win if you're really lucky, but to be honest, most people don't. So better play it safe. Just sell your materials in Guild Wars 2 and you will probably have a better time and get more gold out of that. At least on average, I would say. Interesting, interesting. Yes, there will be a Condi build coming up for Mirage. I'm working on it. It is challenging, to be honest. It's challenging. Mirage is not the easiest spec, so I'm trying my best. But there will be a Condi Mirage build coming up soon. Yeah, I'm working on it, and don't worry, will come out. Yeah, that was a very nasty elite skill, to be honest. I got 4 people with it without stability. They did not get the rest here. That's good. Let's get some cleave. Nice. I get again 4 people with this skill is amazing. So by the way, if you're wondering, you know, I'm a little bit tired today, so hopefully I don't slip too many German words in there. I try my best to stick with English, but if I'm tired, my brain goes into auto mode. I'm sorry. Was a long day. I will catch up on chat after this match. Hopefully we can end it soonish, because I really fear that if we take this too long, I'm not sure if we can win, to be honest, because you never know, in push overtime could go either way, to be honest. Get the CC here. Nice, we got the CC. Get the corrupt. Nice, we got the burst. Very good. Get some cleave. More Condis going. They have so much barrier and stuff. It's insane. How many they have, like, how many tanky people have they? 1, 2, 3, 4. They have only 1 offensive target. It's actually insane. It's so annoying. But it's okay. We can now get the kill, I think. Ooh, this is a lot of conditions on them. Get the CC. Nice. I think we can go for the final push. Yes, looks good, looks good, looks good. Looks good to me. Nice, we got the kill here out of the thing. They run in again, but I think that's not good enough. Maybe they can contest it. That's a little bit sad until the next people respawn. They are really pushing hard to not lose the match right now. But I'm not sure if they can hold it forever. We are always 5 versus 3. That's obviously not something they want to be in for a long run. Go for the corrupt here. And get this guy. Nope. Some CC. And we won. There we go. How much damage did we do here? 21 kills. Okay. Yeah, platinum after the placements. Quite nice, actually. Not bad, not bad. Which elite spec you are the most looking forward to play? I'm personally the most excited, to be honest, the most excited about the Revenant one and the Evoker. I think those two are, like, in terms of fantasy and how they look, I personally would actually say those are the most exciting ones. But in terms of brokenness, I personally think Troubadour will be on top. I think Troubadour is insane, but I will do some kind of, like, review of all of them after I got the information about the traits and the utilities and skills and that kind of stuff from the last 3 elite specs. Yeah, so really interesting. We'll like talk about it. Yeah. Do you get rewards from push normally, or you don't because it's better? So you get rewards. Push is currently, like, it's not a beta event anymore. It's like currently it's the off season. It's in the off season. It will stay for another 4 or 5 days. And then it will leave again. So you get completely normal rewards, no beta, everything is normal. Yeah. So what do we have here? Yeah, maybe I stick actually to this one. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I would say probably from the looks of it right now, probably Evoker. But to be honest, I would, if the Revenant looks as promising as they made it out to be in the blog post, I might even switch to Revenant. So that Revenant will be my most, like, exciting one to looking forward to. Yeah. I only play Mirage in open world at this point with staff, super easy and durable. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a really, really good build. I mean, and you have also so much value with boons, with damage. It's just a really good build. Good choice there. Any open world builds for Harbinger you will release by any chance? I already have one out that is really, really strong, but I'm trying to work on another one that is a little bit different, because the one that I already have is just a Celestial Condi based Harbinger. Maybe I want to go for a power based one, but problem is it's not as good as the Condi one, so I would just make a worse build at this point. So I'm not sure if I can come up with something, but check out my Celestial Harbinger one on my YouTube channel. You can just scroll down if you're on YouTube. In the description, there's a link to all my builds in a spreadsheet. It's called my build cheat sheet or something, and then you can find the Celestial Harbinger version for open world. And if you're on Twitch, you can just type !builds if you're looking for that. Is push a better mode for people new to PvP to try? I would say so, yeah. It is a little bit more like you see 5 versus 5 all the time. There is no strategic element, not really at least, to this game mode. It's more just fight, you know, it's like a deathmatch a little bit. So I personally would say, yes, it's easier to get into, but it's still not easy. It's still not the easiest game mode to play. What is our team comp? I mean, we have no chance. We have no support. They have like 4 tanky people. Oh, I'm not sure. That looks good already. But I can try my best. Get the corrupt here, that's good. Get some CC. Maybe get another round of full CC. No. But at least we hit some people. Get this guy, get this guy. Ooh, get this guy. Nice, we got him. But we also get a down here, so I will just cleave him. Nice. We get the rally as well. Awesome. Looks good, looks good, looks good. I will catch up and chat as soon as I get possibility, you know, just trying to concentrate on the match. And then when we're on the queue, I will go back and talk about the chat. So I hope that makes sense and is entertaining at the same time. Oh, my team is so pressured, to be honest. It's scary. It's scary. If there's someone with a bursty thing engaging, ooh, we might all die now. Let's get some CC going. Yeah, yeah. Oh. I'm so scared, to be honest. Not because of my health. My health is good at this point, but my teammates, you know, 2 of them are like 10% health. Ooh, not good. I mean, we survived for now. That's good. That's good. Looking way better than I expected, to be honest. Go on the Elementalist here. Get some corrupts going. Transfers. CC chaining. Oh, the Ellie is... Oh, the Necromancer is dead. It's a minion monster. Okay, interesting pick. I would not play a minion monster before Ritualist is out, to be honest. Doesn't seem like a good choice. Okay. This guy's here as well. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, that was such annoying slow. It's fine. Yeah, they got the rest or the rally. Yeah, that's what I feared. Now I have to disengage, to be honest. Otherwise we will die, and yeah, that doesn't look good. I can't help my team now. Classic push moment. Team is overcommitting, and now we have to re-engage. That actually might have lost us the match, to be honest. Because we now will have always staggered kills all the time. That's not good. Yeah, I can't go for the rest anyway, you know. I'm just like trying to get some damage out. They have perma stability as well. It's actually annoying. They have such an annoying team comp to fight. At least for me, as someone that has not that many like break out of jail free cards. At least they don't focus me. That's already a good thing. I mean, I try my best to poke them down, but maybe I go in here. That was a nice stun, to be honest. Maybe we get a kill out of that. This Scrapper probably does so much damage. It's insane. Let's go off this guy. Yes. Let's get the kill. Please get the kill. We have to get the kill here. Nice, we get the kill. Ugh. My whole team is dead. No. I have to help them. I have to help this guy. And they all rally. Oh no. Oh no, I'm not sure how I could solve this. How am I the last person standing all the time? What the fuck? I'm a full, like, offensive player, you know? I don't have any self-sustain. I can't contest this. I mean, I can try, but... I mean, we got a kill, maybe. It's not lost, maybe. Living with 1k health, I have to be so careful when I come out here. I got the insta rally. That's nice. That's nice. I mean, maybe the enemy team overcommitted, you know? You never know. You never know. Push, push, push. I can't get this. I have to leave here. Okay, maybe I get the sword buff. Maybe that helps. Why did you just leave me? I have 4k health. It's so weird. Sometimes you just disengage and push, and you just survive because of that. People just don't follow. What? I will not go for the res here. I will just rather help my team getting the kill here first. It's crazy. I mean, the Amalgam is like, for me, the Amalgam looks like a fun spec to play. It looks like a perfect engineer spec. I think it is not too, like, I would say, we don't know too much about it yet, how it will play out. So I'm looking forward to the Friday stream, so tomorrow. But I don't know how broken it will be, how exciting it will be to play, but it looks very fun. So that's the thing that I ask for. Oh my god. He built a trap nest. Do you think they will make any changes to rev skills so they will be actually used for damage outside of the upkeep ones? I really hope so. I really hope we get some Revenant rework, not only to the upcoming Revenant Elite spec, of course, but also to the new ones, that we get some new changes to the old ones rather, so that we, for example, get some old legends that are not that used in like competitive modes or not that used in PvE, that they will be useful as well. I really hope so. I'm not sure if that will be the case or if they will just leave it like it is, but I really hope that we get some changes to upkeeping and damaging skills and that kind of stuff. Did we get the kill here? We might get the kill. Nice, we got the kill. I think that is now like a good point for the match, to be honest, right now. We also have to play a Willbender match at some point. I really wanted to try Willbender in this meta, how it works. How it works. Thoughts on Spear Tempest on World vs. World PvP? I think it's a decent build. I think it's, especially in push, Spear is really good on Elementalist. I think personally that Tempest is a good choice because you have some self-sustain, some self-stability and that kind of good stuff in there. I think it might not be a meta build, but it's a decent build. I actually like it in push, for instance, a lot. And even in like some kind of support capabilities in Zerg play, I actually think it's a decent build. I think it might not be like the best Elementalist build for competitive modes. I think Catalyst is always the best choice there right now. But for the most part, I actually think it's a good build, decent build for sure. Oh my god, my team is already half dead. Please take a rally. Oh my god, 3 people rally. Very good. If we didn't get this rally, we probably would have swung in the completely opposite direction. It's crazy. This is so volatile. It's crazy. Such a close match, to be honest. Ooh, I hope you're entertained. I try my best. Did I die once in this match? Oh my god, my team is again fully dead. I can't get this. I have to disengage here. If I go in, I lose this like completely. I have to go for this. Maybe I get this actually. Nice, I got it. I got the Skyhammer just for fun. They push a bit back, but at least my full team, or at least 4 people are back. This is like such an insane build. Yeah, holy shit, they were at 98%. What a match. What a match. Nice, we got a kill here. Very good. We got 2 kills here. I think we got another one here. They are so overcommitting. Nice, we got the interrupt. Maybe we get some corrupt here. Nice. They didn't have any boons, but still. Nice, we get 2 kills, 3 kills. There's another one coming. Why is this guy running in? They are not. That's good for them. I can chase them away now and they have not a good like point to be in here. Do they fight me here? No, they engage. Okay, interesting. Double dodge. Okay. Yeah. Shouldn't double dodge. God, they didn't get the rest. Oh, my team is so, like, overly aggressive. We have to get this. We have to get this. To get the rally. We have to get the rally. No, no, no. No. I can't get it. This is so close. This is so insane, this match. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm trying hard. I'm trying really hard here. I mean, it's fun, to be honest. You know, better having matches like this where you never know how it goes than having a stomp in either direction. Yeah, this is fun. I can't stand on this for so long. I don't have any self-sustain. Let me look. Was a nasty evade. Oh, I have to dodge the emob here. Oh, they still won. Oh, so sad. How much damage did I do actually here? Oh my god, so much damage. And I lost 31 points for this. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can't draw any conclusions without having like full trait and skill setup and how the specific class works out, yeah. I'm sad for the new Mesmer spec. Seems like just a fan service. Meanwhile, they really cooked some creative ones. Yeah, I think the Mesmer one is not that creative. It's like people asked for it, the people got it, but it doesn't look that creative. I'm with you there. I think it will be broken, but the class fantasy is for me not the best one, yeah. Thanks, Nexus, for the Prime. Really appreciate it. Thanks a lot for your support. Really appreciate it. I think Amalgam will be really good. I'm with you, Snowdrop. I think it will be really good because it has more flexibility. Yeah, I think that is like, I really think it will be very flexible, and that's what Engineer needs. A flexible spec that is really, really strong in most situations. That's what we want. Yeah, it looks like T1000 rather. Sorry. Yeah, it looks like it. How is Hammer on Guardian as a DPS weapon? Thinking about trying it with Willbender and then Luminary. So, as in competitive modes, Hammer is surprisingly good. In PvE, it's more used for builds that are low intensity. So you really want to play a low intensity Willbender or a low intensity Dragon Hunter. Even Core Guardian with Hammer works really well, where you just spam the auto tech. For a high, like APM build, where you want to reach 45k or something, Hammer is not good enough. But if you want to have like a decent number, like 39k on a Hammer Dragon Hunter or something is possible by just using a few skills plus the Hammer auto tech. You have a really safe DPS build and really easy to play. So Hammer works surprisingly well on Guardian. So I would recommend it to try it out. It's fun. I like it. Gate shot and last 3 shown look decent. Rest were quite bad. Basic animation and bad talents for the most part on Luminary and Paragon traits. Yeah, I personally think the last 3 are the best. Just look-wise, or at least how they sounded in the blog post. And I personally also think they look from a gameplay perspective quite interesting. I obviously don't know all the specifics yet. We will see it tomorrow, but I'm actually quite looking forward to that. We will see how good it will be, but I think the last 3 are really good. And I think Gale Shot for me is still a very high contender for the best like design spec, because it is just really clearly fleshed out what it wants to be, what it does, what it is well at, and what it's not well at. And I think that's good. That's what we want. And I really hope that it stays like that, and will be a good spec for all game modes. And I think hopefully that goes for the last 3 as well. That's just my hope, yeah. But who knows? Who knows? Yeah, so I think, for example, the Amalgam, I think looks really fun. I can't tell you how the gameplay looks, but I know that the Evoker gameplay will be really good. Why do I know that? Because the mechanic of reducing your specialized attunement, so water or fire, is a really good mechanic. Because that means that if you want to go for a healing Evoker, probably this is possible, you would specialize in water. And that means you can easily get a lot of health for your ally spec by switching into water more frequently, because you can use the water trade line and that good stuff. So that's a really cool thing. So I personally would say this is something that is a really good game-changing mechanic. I hope that Amalgam and Conduit have something like that as well, that you have to build craft around this mechanic, but it allows different builds and not only have like one specific build. That's it. Because for example, Paragon looks like there is only one specific playstyle. It's probably support, and you play switching your chance all the time. But for Evoker, you specialize in an attunement, and then you get another build depending on which attunement you specialized in. I think that's a really cool gameplay perspective and really cool theory crafting. So I really hope that's a good thing. Yeah, Evoker looks a little bit like we will get pets, but I'm not completely sure how it will work. I think the pets will not be targetable, so it will be not like a real minion spec. It will be more like something that is like spirits that you can summon and that do an attack, but you can't, like phantasms on Mesmer, if you know what I mean. So something that is actually useful, but is not as annoying as, for example, the Ranger pet or the mech on Mechanist, for example. So I think that's a good middle ground. Yeah. I'm with you there, KO. I think actually that the Evoker might be one of the specs that is really good to main because you have so many builds that you could play on this build, on this specific spec. That is really cool. I think maining a class that is always full DPS, nothing else, is a little boring. But if you have the option to go heal, go DPS, go Condi, go whatever, like some hybrid bruiser and everything in one spec, then maybe you can main it without having too much of a downside. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can see why you would say, oh, a new element for Elementalist would be amazing. But I think the problem with that is twofolded. First of all, that would be really weird in terms of how would that interact with your other traits. You know, a lot of times you want to have an elite spec, getting a new trait line that interacts very well with other traits. But if you get a new element on Elementalist that would interact with almost no traits other than an Arcane, because all the other trait lines don't interact with it at all. That's a little bit boring, so the theory crafting of that would not be that crazy good. And the second problem that's probably way more problematic for them right now is that they would have, if you get a new element, you would have to make 5 weapon skills for each weapon that they currently have, and for Viva even more of that. So because of this element being the case for each weapon, and that would be a lot of design time into this elite spec, and they probably currently don't have the resources to do that. At least that's my prediction. So that's why they probably went with something that's a little bit more safe, with not too many different animations on top of that, and new weapon skills that you have to design and balance on that stuff. Because Elementis already is quite a beast of balancing because of all the weapon skills it has. Yeah, exactly. It looks more like a gyro or something that floats around you and does something. Yeah, probably gyro is the best bet for it. But we will see tomorrow how it actually works. Maybe it is targetable, maybe it's deniable. We don't know, but right now it doesn't look like it, yeah. Make Arcane into a straight element mechanic? That would be really cool. That was my guess, to be honest, that we will get some kind of Astral Force mechanic, something that we charge up, and then we can go into some kind of 5th element like Arcane. And that would be like Arcanist. That was my prediction before I saw any symbols or anything. But I think right now it doesn't look like we will ever get that. I don't see that. Is that support? Probably it's support. What do we play here? Maybe we try out some Scourge. You know, let's do some Scourge. Let's do it. You know, we have to try out different builds. Yeah, exactly. Could be like spirits. I think Renegade has spirits. Those allies are spirits. And that could be the same. I think that is quite likely to be something like that. Gyro, spirits, something like that. And I think that is okay. I think spirits and Renegade are borderline annoying. I think they're really annoying in competitive modes because you can't target them and they just do their attack. You just have to walk out. And that's not a very healthy design, that you have to walk out of an attack and you can't really stun it or something. That's a little bit bad. I hope that the Evoker has not that much AoE annoying stuff, but we will see. Probably all specs will be broken, so don't get your hopes up, I guess. It was boring to me. Everything is boring. I actually don't know. I have no advice for you if you have no MMO that you currently are fully invested in. I really don't know. Maybe someone in the chat can help you. But I would say the best thing to do is maybe take a break from MMOs in general, play something that is not an MMO and come back maybe in a few weeks. Because that always helps me. If I don't have any energy to play Guild Wars 2 right now, I play a different game, not even MMO, play something completely different. And at some point I come back and I will still have fun. You know, don't sweat too much, don't have any FOMO for quitting a game. You can always come back, especially to Guild Wars 2, but almost for any game you just come back at this time. So yeah. So let's bunker this down. Oh. Okay. Let's put some elite skill down, get some rest here. No, we can't get this. No. Get the, maybe we get the kill here. Get the kill, get the kill, get the kill. Let me live. No. Get the kill, please. Okay, at least get the res. Nice, we got the res at least. That's something, I guess. Nice, we got the kill here. Very good. They will get the kill here, I guess. Oh, they get the rally very shortly. But we get the counter kill, the second kill. Okay, okay, okay. Maybe, maybe. Get the interrupt? Nah. Scourge is so annoying. Look at this. Look at this. Just so much barrier and stuff. It's crazy. Go on this guy, please. They don't have that much left. Nice, we get it. We get the kill here. Just help my ally. Yes, very good. This guy's also pressured. We have to be careful. Nice, we get the counter kill and get a rally because of that. This guy is so dead. Very good. This guy, we focus on this guy. He has nothing left. I also wanted to play Power Chrono, but Power Chrono looks so bad in this meta. But I will try it out later. I really want to try it. It would be so fun getting a 5-person gravity well. That sounds like insane to me. Really fun. So I really want to try it out later. But Spear Mirage is way better, sadly. No, I can't get this. Maybe we can get the rest here. Get some... No. Oh, that was a very last minute. Very last minute though. Some healing for my ally. This guy is probably easy target. Yep, there we go. Oh, painful. Painful. No, my ally is down again. Can't get the rest here. The Elementalist tried to cliff, but they were poisoned. So maybe we can get the rest here. Yep, very good. That was a good one. Did not expect to get this hand rest. Very nice. Ooh. Focus on this. It's pressured, pressured. I will catch up in chat after this match again. That will be the whole stream. I will always focus on the match during the match, and after the match we can chat a bit more actively. Sorry for that, but I hope the matches are still entertaining to watch. I will try to play different builds. If you have any like builds that you want to see, I might swap to them. But I have a very long list that I want to try out as well from my own suggestions. I want to see how they are performing. So always something new, I guess. Almost every match something new. Oh, please, why is so... No, don't go that aggressive. Oh my god, I can't keep you alive. Very good. That was a nasty double kill here. Why is my teammate dead? What? Let's push a bit. Oh, they got the Skyhammer. That's not good. How can we win this now? We're a bit outnumbered. Push this just for safety that we can... Yeah, we get a kill here. Very good. Oh my god, damage. How do I down here? Get the rest, please. Get the rest, please. Oh my god, we will die here. That's insane. How did we die here? What? That's insane. Crazy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there will be no new element. That much is for sure. There will be no new element. Power Scourge in honor of Echo. To be honest, this build you can easily play power. I'm just like currently on a Sage setup, but you don't deal any damage anyway, so you could easily go for Avatar and play Power Scourge. But it's really about the support and stuff, and the just annoying barrier all the time and Condi cleanses and that kind of stuff. But you see, I like, this is the only skill that deals damage. Everything else on my kit does no damage, so I could easily go, holy shit, they just took half of my life away with one Phantasmal Berserker. That's crazy. Let's go on this guy. Oh my god. Okay, we got a kill at least. Focus on this guy, please, please. It's a Greatsword Mirage. Or Greatsword Virtuoso actually. That they do that much damage? It's crazy. I thought it's really like, okay, they're down. I thought it's not that crazy good because the problem is that you are just like worse damage than Mirage, so you would typically rather play Mirage. But I guess works well for them. Get the kill here. Get the kill. Get the kill. Get the kill. Nice. No, they get their healing. This guy. This is the target. Ah, they have a Mirage. I was thinking they have a Mirage and a Virtuoso. Okay. That's it. Okay, let's try to get some pressure here. Get some healing for my allies. Looks like we are in a good spot. No, we get downed. Get the rest. Get the rest. Get the rest. Oh, that was so close. Holy, that was close. But we get the kill here. They got the Skyhammer, but that doesn't help them because we can still get the point. Get this guy. We should get the kill now. I will put the Black Lens down, or how it's called. Breach rather. Very good. Looks good, looks good, looks good. I think we are almost there. 98%, 99%. 100. There we go. Scourge for the damage. Yes. And then top kills. Yes. Do you think Condi DPS Renegade is fine for fractals? Yes. It is fine. It is not good. The problem is Condi builds in fractals are only good in terms of like, I would say, challenge modes. 2 challenge mode, maybe 3 challenge modes. Condi builds are good. In the others, it's okay, you can easily play it. Just keep in mind, you will have not as much burst as a power build, and fractals are short, so you don't get as much value than a power build would get in the same time. So keep that in mind, but it works perfectly fine. So it is not like bad, but it's, I would recommend going for power Renegade. That's probably a better choice. Power Renegade, even full DPS power Renegade is better in fractals than full Condi DPS Renegade. There is a guide about it on Snow Crows. You can check that out. And you can also check out on Discretize. Those two have both the good websites with the good builds for Renegade. Check those out. They help a lot. But I will try to make a video about it somewhat soon as well. I love all the builds you do and the work you put in the community. I recently picked up Quick Scrapper. I see so many other pulling such high numbers in Strike. I feel like I'm missing. The rotation on Scrapper is like insane. It's like really... Scrapper, if you just spam your buttons, you will have half the DPS than someone that actually knows how to do the rotation. It's really hard in that sense to get the perfect number. You just have to be patient, train harder, and you will get there. Sorry, it's not the answer that you wanted probably, but it's really like stick to it, have fun, because it's a really strong spec and they will not nerf it probably with the current numbers. So just stick to it, try to spend time on the golem, try to get the rotation down perfectly, and you will get the high numbers. It just takes time. I will not reach the full number as well, and I'm played the game for way too long, so it takes a while, sure. Yeah, fear is really annoying as well. It's really strong on push, especially because you can fear someone off the point and you can cap something because of that. It's really good. Yeah, we could go more actually. We could go more on. I think the problem is more competes on Chronomancer against the Gravity Well, and if you could land a 5-person Gravity Well into your damage, that's just insane. So let's see what we can do now. I want to try maybe some Willbender match. Yeah, I think that's a good Willbender match. Can you give a general idea of who I should be targeting in team fights? So I have actually a targeting guide on my YouTube channel. You can check that one out as well. Just go to my YouTube channel and search for targeting or target. And I actually have a guide where I specifically in very concise way try to really make a list what you should focus if you have that in a specific team comp. But I personally would say always focus the target there are multiple rules, to be honest. But focusing something that is actually, I don't know, squishy can be good, but focusing the healer can also be good. So there are so many ways and so many interactions. You should probably watch the video if you want to get all of them. But I personally would say focus the target that is the easiest to kill, because if you can get an outnumbered situation, that's always a good thing, just in general. Yeah, exactly. I try my best to read the chat while also like playing decently in PvP, but of course I can't do everything all at once. Yeah, almost. Like I thought once about it, you know. How was the website called? You should make a website about it. Yeah, that would be amazing. Very good. Yeah, exactly. On Scrapper, you really want to be the about face. You're like this is about face. That is what you want to be on Scrapper, or in general if you play competitive modes like this. Always like about facing and then like doing that all the time. That is like really important. So now I have to concentrate. This is like I have to go melee to get damage and I will die in seconds. So that's like punishing in full direction. I will play very safe here. I don't want to engage on them and kill them and die then. I just want to play it safe and most a good target. Oh my god. No. This guy is surprisingly low already. Oh my god. They have a longbow untamed. Yeah, of course they have a longbow untamed when I play Willbender. Of course they do. What? I mean, that's like the worst possible matchup to have. At least we got the kill here. Nice, we got a kill here. Get the kill, get the kill, get the kill. We want to get the kill. No, they got the rally. No. Now I have to disengage. Oh, that's so scary. I have to get out of combat, to be honest. There are 3 people. I don't know where to go. There's so many. I can't engage into 3 people because I will die instantly. How does this teleport to me? This is an old port spot. What the fuck? Broken pet shit. I really hate Untamed, as you might have guessed. Look at this. Stealth stuff. And why do I play against the longbow untamed when I play the only full melee build and I play against the longbow build? What? This is like crazy. I will try my best. I'm sad with playing Willbender because we get exploded so easy. Yeah, Willbender is not the best build in push. It can be really strong if you get like a 5-person cleave or something. That can be really fun. But in like most cases in the current meta with the full crazy like, how is it called? Yeah, of course they stealth in the last second here. Get the kill, get the kill. Oh, nice, we get the kill. Get the rally. Nice, we get the rally. It's not lost yet, it's not lost. Maybe we get the kill here. Yeah, you need a ranged weapon if you play a power build. Like a full damaging build and you have no ranged weapon, that feels bad. And the only one that can do that is probably Mirage, because you have so much evasion and stuff, but even Mirage is very painful sometimes. So at least I get this one. This guy is probably dead. And go on the Ranger here. Get the interrupt. No, we didn't get the emote though. Nice, we get some damage, not a little bit more. I need to get this. Oh, of course they have the projectile block up. What? Why can't I dodge? What? The slow killed me. Did you see? I was in the middle of my interrupt. I would have get the kill here. That's fine. We get the glyph. Very good. We feared them away. We should get now a kill here. Hopefully. Get this guy, please. He's moored. Thanks. This is a... What is this actually? Is this some kind of Condi power hybrid? Just bows all the way? Oh. Oh my god. Willbender in push. Just painful. Just painful. We should get the kill here. If we don't get the kill, I don't know what there is to do. Yeah, we should have the kill here. Yep, there we go. Very good. Now we're outnumbering them. And we can go and try to get a full cleaved here. That was a good engage. That was a very good engage. I think we get one kill, maybe a second one out of that. That's good. Get some cleave, get some cleave, get some cleave. Nice. It's always like going in, going back out. You can't stay in there for longer than 3 seconds. It's crazy. I think Daredevil is a very niche spec. That's the problem. I personally think Daredevil is really good at what it wants to do, but it's a very niche spec. It is not a spec that you want to play like in all game modes all the time. It's a spec that, holy shit, that guy got a 4-person pull and survived it. Now they are dead though. So Daredevil, oh my god, don't play it in push, to be honest. Don't play it in like ranked if you don't know what you're doing in Conquest. It's really all about understanding how it works. 3, 2, 1. That was decent engage, but we got a like, oh my god, why is my team dead? Oh. Yeah, so I think Daredevil is good at it, wants to do it. It's a DPS build, it does not support at all. It's good at roaming in World vs. World. It's not that good in Zerg play. It's just really niche. If you want to play it in this niche, it's a really good spec. If you don't want to play in this niche, it's not a good spec. Come on, get the kill here. That was an annoying rally. Oh, 2 people dead. Oh my god, I have to disengage here. Running in front of their spawn is obviously also not the smartest choice, but what can I do? What can I do? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, nothing works there, to be honest. Yeah, Willbender is not that good, to be honest. And I tried my best, I didn't play perfectly, but that was like, yeah, that's scary. There's almost no good target here for me to get. This is a nice engage though. We get emobbed, you get it probably a kill here on the Scourge. Very good. And they get the Skyhammer, that's not that good though. 7.2k, what? This guy is full burst. Nice, we got the kill. Let's go and get the... There we go, get the... No, we didn't get the rally, that's not good. Actually, I can't defend this, I think. Maybe get the kill here on the alley. We need to get this. No. No, so we get this, but they get the rally again. No, 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 no. We get the kill here. Oh my gosh. They have so much just random bullshit. Can't dodge all of that. Yeah, exactly. And then they longbow me down. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this was not a nice match to play. How did I get 400k damage almost? What? A good knockback. I didn't get anything out of that then. He's bad, man. Yeah, I'm instantly dead. I can't contest this. The Renegade is just annoying at this point. Sad. So sad. Yeah, what can you do? Willbender, not that good. Yeah, Untamed is really, like, Untamed is a good bruiser spec. It's a good bruiser spec. So let's set up the Mirage or the Chronomancer. Very interesting. I'm trying a Willbender meme build with Longbow, sword at the moment. I mean, Longbow is not that bad, to be honest. I personally think Longbow is a build that works surprisingly well, to be honest. I think that works surprisingly well. Why is that? Because Longbow has a lot of cleave. But the problem is Willbender's virtues don't give you that much value if you're playing a ranged build. So Willbender is just not made for that. But I guess it's better than something else. So I wanted to try a greatsword. Greatsword, probably sword shield. Why does it not? There we go. Greatsword, sword shield, chronomancer, full offensive. Yes, let's do it. What kind of relic? Probably fireworks. Let's go full aggressive. Let's go vampirism, makes sense. Energy cleansing. What kind of traits do we want? Illusions, of course. Domination. Let's go full aggressive. You know, full aggressive. Shatter skills, remove boons on hit. That makes sense. Quickness trait, improve alacrity. Oh my god, that I have no defense with this trait. Oh my god. Yeah, let's go. I mean, what can go wrong? You know, what can go wrong? What do we want here? Probably some kind of stun break. Oh, the chrono is so bad. Oh my god. Chrono in competitive, like power burst chrono in... Oh my god, that doesn't look like... It will not work out well. Oh my god. It will not work out well. But I will try my best. Yes, I'm from Germany. Yes. Yes, you play... Mirage, you can play Greatsword. Greatsword Spear is probably what I would play. Because you don't need the mobility of the sword and you have a really nice damage from range. I think that makes a lot of sense, yeah. Why I'm particularly sad is because Willbender class design was meant to use as a sustain via damage dealing and sticking to targets and getting hits to proc virtue benefits, but we don't really get any real sustain out of it. The balance of Willbender is basically ruining its class design. Yeah, the problem is Willbender was so good at some point and they had to nerf that stuff and that make the class fantasy feel bad. So that's really a bad thing in terms of like balancing in competitive modes of Willbender, is they had to nerf it down so much that it doesn't really fulfill the class fantasy anymore. So I think Willbender is decent pick in Conquest, but in Push you could see how I have just trouble staying alive. Even though I'm pushing out some damage, I die while I do a lot of damage to the enemy team. So it's like, yes, I might actually get decent value from that, but if I die before the enemy team, the value that I get by dealing damage to them is not good enough because I will just rally them. And that's not good in Push. In Conquest, you can be fast and disengage and just outnumber someone and you have perfect value there. But in Push, you can't really do that, so you lose most of your value. So I think Willbender is a little bit sad, sadly. It's really sad. I like that build. See you, Snowdrops. Thanks for joining. Welcome, Arthur, though. Welcome. Can you recommend a good website for PvP builds? So there is no real PvP only website, I would say. You can, of course, check out my YouTube channel. I have a decent chunk of the meta builds there, and I also update them all the time. But I would say Meta Battle is probably the best for PvP builds. So if you want to have all the PvP builds listed that are somewhat up to date, go to the Meta Battle website. Yeah, I would recommend those. Yeah, if you play solo queue push, then Willbender is like, you're really gambling in terms of teammates. And I would say in 90% of the cases, even if you get good teammates, you are just not as good as if you would go for a Firebrand healer or if you would go even for a Longbow Dragon Hunter. I think that makes a little bit more sense because you have more range in your kit. But yeah, I mean, it's sad, but not every spec can be crazy broken. That's just how it goes. Yeah, Longbow Untamed is like... Longbow Untamed is a spec where you say either it's not working that well or it's absolutely crazy in countering something. And Longbow Untamed is just so good against the Willbender. You know, Willbender has no range damage, nothing. And the Longbow Untamed has 1500 range with projectile block and everything in there. And even stealth. So how can you fight this? It's impossible. You will always lose a fair one-on-one. And even if it's like some kind of outnumbered situation, they can still turn on you because of the crazy range. So what do we have here? This is a slow target. So we need a lot of like slow people. I will try to play this, but I have to be honest, I don't expect to win with this build. This is like so old school. It's like 3 years ago you played this, or maybe even 5 years ago, but I will try my best. I will try my best. In World vs. World roaming, after they nerfed Celestial, Willbender no longer needs those nerfs. They should have reversed the nerfs. I think they should have like at least give Willbender a little bit of like utility back in the Virtues, because they gave us a lot of nerfs in terms of damage on Spear. The cooldowns increased. They give us other crazy like nerfs to that. In terms of like the ammunition got nerfed of the Virtue and that kind of stuff. And general cooldowns, like I said. And they should have at least give us a little bit of that back, because I really feel like Willbender is now in a spot where you say it is really good at bursting, but as soon as someone plays a Trailblazer or Celestial build, you will probably not burst them down, and then you lose. Just straight up, and that's not good. That's not what we want, of course. So, yeah, hopefully we get some changes to Willbender at some point. Stop this. I think this should not be possible. I hate this, that this is possible that you could damage someone, they can't change this. I think that should not be possible. I really hate this. How up to date is Meta Battle? It always depends. I would say Meta Battle is like in 90% of the builds, especially the meta builds, they are up to date within like a week. So I think they are actually quite good at keeping updated. But if you go down and like go to only good builds and not the crazy good builds and the meta builds anymore, then there might be some like things that are not updated. But personally, I think it's actually surprisingly well in terms of how up to date it is all the time. This is a good target, probably. Oh my god. And they engage on me. Yeah, of course that hits. Of course. You know, porting away and they still hit me with that stuff. Yeah, but my team gets the push. I mean, I guess that's fine. I can't fight against Mirages or Virtuosos. They are just straight up better than Power Chrono. But I will try my best. I want to get a 5-person elite skill. That is the only thing that I'm here in. You know, for this skill to land 5 people and get a crazy burst because of that. So maybe we can make that work. Gosh. It's so good when your team wants me. You know, as soon as I go on the node, I will lose this. I mean, I got 3 people here. Okay. And maybe it's a self-res. Maybe if I get the self-res, that was worth it. If I die here, that's not that good. No, my team lost anyway. That's not good. I bet they get the... No. Yeah. Not good. That is like... Not a good situation. I'm not sure how I can try to turn this. Not with this build, I guess. I can't get this, to be honest. Maybe I get the kill though. Oh my god. This unblockable stuff on top of that is not nice. Yeah. Not good. Not good. They have more range and more damage than me. Not good. I'm curious, what weapons would you go with Conduit? I guess we wait for tomorrow to get more info. Yeah, I think to be honest, Conduit can be played as a power build, as a support build, as a Condi build, because it will always empower your chosen legends and you can go for all weapons. It always depends on what kind of like role you want to fill, and I think all weapons will be decent. I really think so. I hope we get some really good support as well, because Revenant right now as a support spec is not the best choice for the most part. But that was a nice combo, to be honest. Maybe that's my my 5-person ult here. I mean, I got 1. That's not good enough though. Yeah. Not good enough. I got 1. I got 1. That's like, I got 1. 1 gravity well on 4 people. I think that's good enough. I can't win with this though. Let's go to another class. What do we now play? Maybe we play some Elementalist. I didn't play Elementalist yet. The F2, F3 need to reverse nerfs, so even buffs. Yeah, I think Willbender in PvP, I think Willbender in normal PvP, I think it's fine. But in push, it's not that good. And in World versus World, I think they could give it some buffs back. Yeah, I think that's true. I'm dying in seconds as soon as I get near the point. It's so bad. We also don't have any supports. That's the problem. Maybe we can get some kill at some point. Yeah, we got 1. Maybe another one. No, they get the ready probably. No, it's not lost yet. We still have 5 minutes on the clock. So we need to go in on someone. Who's the target here? This guy is a good target though. Nice, we got 1. We got 1 with the gravity well, but I lost half my life because of that. Not good. How did this guy almost die? Oh my god. That is insane. They almost lost the 1v2 to a downstate person. What? How? This is a good target. Please go on this guy. Oh, I would have gotten a 3-person immobilized there. Let's go aggressive with the signet here. Almost. The gravity well is almost up. That's good. No! No! I will rally them. Oh, so bad. I didn't see the word coming. Oh, that's so bad. I could have turned this, to be honest. Oh, so bad. If I had... Oh, that's crazy. I could have turned it. You see, the damage potential is actually there. But I think the problem is it's just worse than Mirage. That's the sad part. But it's not lost yet. It's not lost yet. I still have hope there. Yeah, maybe now it's lost. Yeah, 13 seconds. Yeah. At least we got the Skyhammer, I guess. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is Mirage versus Word. They are both so annoying and I can't deal with it. It's it feels so bad. It feels so bad. Yeah, I think Shield might still, the problem is Vindicator has already a build with Shield. Scepter Shield is a decent build for healing Vindicator. And I think that will be the same for Conduit as well. It's a decent off-spec weapon. Okay, okay, I have everything ready. I have everything ready. Okay, I got 2 people in this. 2 people, come on, that has to be the turn. That was a nasty one, to be honest. Oh my god, it's just random blocks. Into this invulnerability. Oh my god. This is just, how can I fight this? It's just way better than I am. They have 3 invulnerabilities. Oh. Yeah, I try my best, but it's just painful. Every other Mesmer build would be better, but it's just, you know, for the montage, I got a double kill with 1 engage. That is like nice. Nice to see though. Nice to see. Almost up the gravity well. 1, 3, 2. Yeah. We are all dead. We will all respawn at the same time. That's nice. That's team effort. Very good. So can we get another kill there? The word is on me, obviously. And I'm dead again? Okay. Feels like I have lags, you know, 30 ping is not good enough. What? I was dodging and it was hit still by the blade song. Okay, I guess that's fair. Crazy. Yeah, not a good spec to play here. Not a good spec, sadly. 750 tokens for Ice Blue Saga 5 strike missions? Yes, that's what, I mean, that has to be a crazy good tryhard group, you know? Surely no death on Bone Skinner then. Yeah. I mean, Arena will come back. Don't worry. Conquest will come back after, like, we have like 4 more days of push and then we will get Conquest back. So don't worry too much. I just started playing Guild Wars 2 5 days ago. I'm an Elementalist main and enjoy Staff. Which specialization should I choose? I like to do big AoE and big DPS. Yeah, sadly, Staff is not the weapon for you then. It only works in World versus World. Staff as a DPS weapon is not in PvE. It's really not. That's the problem. I would say if you maybe Staff Tempest, maybe, but it's way, way worse than all the other weapons for damage. That's just sadly the truth. Maybe it's a Firebrand game, I guess. We have no support. So maybe that would be my recommendation. But Spear is typically better on AoE and big DPS and Catalyst then. That is typically what I would recommend. But like I said, I think Staff is really a support weapon. The Arena really nerfed it in terms of DPS so much. It's really, really bad in PvE for DPS. You can play it, but it's not that good. I would really recommend either go for Healing Catalyst, there you use Staff, or you go for a DPS, Weaver, Catalyst, Tempest, whatever in World vs. World as a backline mage. There it's really good. But I would say Tempest probably with Staff in open world works decently fine, but it's not the best option. It's sadly not. Sorry. Do you know any build that isn't a support that uses a shield? Instant open world, not PvP? That is not a support. Let's think about it. You could play some solo builds with shield. So for example, Mechanist, my Mechanist solo build uses a shield. That is quite decent there because of course there's with some defense in there with the shield. What else is there? No, other than that, there is no shield. Shield is really a defensive, offensive. It's really a defensive weapon that you never use on offensive builds in PvE at all. It's only in support builds. So maybe the Mechanist one with shield is a decent pick, but only in open world and solo scenarios. I would not recommend playing anything with a shield, I would say, for DPS builds in PvE and open world. Really, it's sadly, shield is really clearly a defensive, competitive, or support weapon. It's really like that. Sad, but the truth. Yeah. I don't know where to go. My team is all on the point. That's not what we want. This guy is dead because they got moored. They are all on the point. They will die in a one shot. Oh, and I got moored as well. I just walk away. Okay. Get some burning down, get some CC. No CC. With some H's. Okay. We get a kill here, hopefully. Yes, we got the rest. That's good. My team is like all of them on node, you know, that's what we want. Yeah, Firebrand is really cool in push. I really like Firebrand in push. You have so much healing output. It's probably one of the best support builds to play in push. Maybe with Staff Tempest, that's what I want to play next. Next time I can play support, I will play that one. But right now it looks quite good, to be honest. Okay. But my team there, that's always, don't stand there if you don't have to stand there. You know, 3 people in there, they all get the debuff. They can get one shot so easily. I can't get all of them. That's the problem. If they stand there, I can't help them. It is one of them, yes, but not all of them. That's not good. They will all get like crazy one-shot attacks because of the debuff. It's just like they can free cast on them with just more damage taken. Okay, we get a kill, I guess. Get some healing out. Get some, I guess, some burning out. I mean, this looks like quite a stomp, to be honest. I did not expect my team to be so like aggressive and still working out, I guess. There we go. Double kill. Oh my god, they more at me. Okay. I don't know, this was a weird more, but yeah, my team is overcommitting too hard. We have to disengage this. We can't win this. We can't win this. I have to be careful here that I don't die. Okay, so far so good. I survived. My team is back. I think we are in a good spot here, somewhat. We can come back from this. But that's push in a nutshell. You know, if my team overcommits on the point, we have troubles. We have troubles. It's just like a team game mode. They have to like stick with my support. I have to stick with them. Why could I not port to this guy? Give some healing, give some healing, give some healing. And they're instantly dead. How did they die so fast? It's crazy. That's why you don't stand on point all the time, because you get so many stacks that you will just randomly die to attacks. Get some reflect up. Some healing. We have so much cleave. So now I stand a little bit on point just to get some buffs to my allies. Get some CC. Nice, we got the CC. Maybe we get the kill here. Looks like yes, no, maybe. Yes, we get a double kill. Maybe 3 kills as well. Oh, nasty. This spear catalyst is free casting. Not good. I can get the kill here, the rest here, I guess. Yep, we got the rest. No, don't die on me. Oh, they use almost everything for you there. Not good. We don't want to fight this here. They are outnumbering us. If I leave them, they will die. If I stay, my team will maybe die on the other side. Slow. No. Yeah, I'm not sure. Just have to survive this. Okay. I mean, my team is already like at 93, was at 93%, so that's good, but I'm not sure. Maybe I get the Skyhammer though. That helps maybe. The good Condi weapons for Elementalists are Pistol and Scepter. That's it. There are no other Condi weapons. That's really it. Elementalist doesn't have that many different weapon choices, and those two are the only Condi choices. You can play some other weird things, but this is like the thing that works the most. Spear doesn't work. Staff doesn't really work either. Dagger doesn't work that well either, so it's really like just Pistol or Scepter. That's sadly the case. Some Reflect up, get some stability, maybe that helps. Some blocking it here. No, nothing to block, I guess. It's fine. Get some CC here. Nice. Nice pull. No one reacted to that. Okay, fine. Maybe we can get the rest here. We need to get the rest. We need to get the rest. Get the rest. We need to get the cleave and the rest. Oh. There's another player that is almost down. Get the rally. No. Oh, it's so overcommitted from my team. So sad. I will not attack this guy. No, it's they will completely swing it now from this. Not good. 3 people down for 15 seconds. Not good. I quit the game many times before because of this reason. I used to play bulky, beefy tanky class like paladins that use shield and something and have decent damage and CC. Yeah, that's the weird part. If you have a specific weapon that you want to play, Guild Wars 2 is really like weird in that regard because you can't play every single weapon in every single build. It's just not made for that. Some weapons are just always defensive. That's how they designed it. You have to live with that. That's the sad truth here. So if you don't like that, then I don't know. Sadly, that's the developers. We can't change that. That's how they played their game or want to have the game played. So yeah, I personally think I always like to play a specific build. I don't care too much about the weapons. If the weapon is fun to play, that's good enough for me. But I can totally understand why you would say this is not what you like the most. Let's get some cleave down. Nice, we get a pull. Very good. We get 2 people. Nice. Nice. The great set guy here. Get some lockdown here. Nice. Another one. My ally here. I can't teleport because there are no bots. So. What? This guy was like, was it teleport with the cliff? Tempest cliff? I think so. Crazy. We can get some healing here. My team on the other side, we are 3v1 in here and they are like killing them and we won this match. Very good. Top layer healing. Even with a Tempest. Good enough. Yeah, Firebrand is quite good. Yeah, in Guild Wars 2 you can play the game whenever you want and come back to it. There's no like negative from stopping to play the game and come back. It's really like you have the perfect gear all the time. Just play what you like and come back when you think it's even better now. It's really like ascended gear or even exotic gear. You are completely fine for like 90% of the content, and you can, I would say at least, if you quit for a year and come back, you will have new stuff to explore, but you can still use the old gear. That's the cool part. So it's really good. I can see that why you would like see that this perfect game to play that. And in WoW it's completely different, like I would say, yeah. What about Pistol and Torch? So, I mean, Pistol and Torch, I think Pistol is a weapon that is quite flexible on most builds, but it's still, I think most Pistol builds are somewhat like range. Torch is like often a Condi weapon, not really power for most classes. I think there is not a single clear power-based Torch. That's just how it is. Torch is always like burning associated. And that's fine. That's how the game is, like how they do it. But yeah, I can see why you dislike that. Yeah. I ended up getting a pretty high ticket item from the event and now have 9,000 gold. Do you think the best way to use it is start crafting legendary armor for each type? I personally would say that's a really good goal. I think getting all the legendaries is really good. And having full legendary on your account is a really good goal because that makes your future of Guild Wars 2 way more flexible. You can play each class that you want to play, you can play all the builds, you can easily swap. I think that's a really good goal. But if you always play the same character with the same build, then maybe go for something different. If you don't like the skin, that is. It's really like up to you. I think there are reasons to say, yeah, Legendary Armor is amazing. If you play multiple characters, it's really good. If you play multiple just general builds on the same character, even then it's really good. But if you play always Firebrand, always heal Firebrand on this character, always the same, then maybe it's not that important. But on all other like builds or situations, I think it's really good. Do we want to support here? I guess we try. Let's go for Tempest. Where is it? If you only want to play one aspect of the game, then yeah, you might be bored because you are being highly selective and that's your choice. Of course, that's always, I think that's your fault then, or not fault, but it's your reason why it's not that good, that you don't have that much to do in the game. But if you are like me and say, okay, I want to play all the builds in all game modes, in all situations, then you have so much stuff to do. But if you always say, I only play builds with staff that are supportive, then you are locking yourself into like 5 or 3 different builds. So I would say it's always like up to you. It's a sandbox game, in my opinion, Guild Wars 2, because after you reach level 80, you can do everything or nothing. It always depends heavily on what kind of player you are. I personally think there is a lot of stuff to do if you like to go for different builds and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's not for everyone. If you like to play Shield and want to play it as you want to play it, that might not always be the case. Okay, this guy is aggressively in 4 people. Let's help him out. Nice. I think we get 2 kills here. Nice. Very good. Our Scourge might die for this though. I get the rally. No, they got the rest there. Very good. We get another heal. The Scourge has so many stacks. 4 stacks. It's not that much, but still. Some healing out. Looks decent. Now we get this kill. This guy is so dead. Let them bleed a bit. Let's go for this guy. Okay, they didn't kill me, that's good at least. But they actually pressured me quite hard, I don't like that. Maybe we have to get the Rift Cliff here, yep. Teleport to me. Get some healing out. That was a interesting meteor shower, but okay. I think it's a support Tempest, but they still use the meteor shower, that's always weird when I see that. Because it looks so scary, but it does no damage. I'm not sure if I can get this rest. I will try. Nice, we got the rally. Very good. But we get instantly killed again. That's obviously not good. Push. I can't get this rest. At least I get some... My team is like always in the card. Always. That's not where you want to be honest. Maybe we get a kill here. It looks like it. Yeah, very good. Our Viva is so aggressively getting kills there. That's crazy. But okay, I like it. Yes, I dodged the stun. That's good. This guy is so aggressive on me though. That's not good. Maybe we get the rest. No. There's another one. Very good. Okay. Yeah, I mean this enemy play Mesmer is like always on me. It's like I'm the only target that they see. This Weaver is like playing so aggressive. It's crazy. Never seen such an aggressive player in push. He's like almost always at the spawn. You know, he's camping them. You know, single-handedly. But it's working. It's surprisingly well working. Very good. This guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Okay, this guy is also a good target, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's over now, I think. Maybe not. They have one last push. This guy is, I think, dead. Nice, we get the cliff here. Very good. Water cliff for full health. Very good, very nice healing. Ooh. 3 people down, 4 people down. I think that's over. That has to be game. This guy is okay. Interesting. Maybe we can knock them off point. Nope. Then instantly stomp them before we get any respawns to finish this match. No, they're all on respawn now. Yeah, I mean, it's probably won, but I don't want to jinx it. Yeah, exactly. So good. We get 2 kills here, but they got the card. Not good. I have to get a bit out of combat here to get my cooldowns back. Did not die yet, but I did not get that much value because I was always targeted by the annoying Mesmer in the enemy team. Oh, and they have another one on me, the Willbender. Maybe we can get this rest though. That was a very bad part, very bad pad. I now can't get the rest anymore. Maybe would have gotten it earlier, maybe. I have Cliff up in 30 seconds. That's probably not gonna change it, this fight, to be honest. My Scourge is always on point. 10 stacks! 10 stacks! This guy is dead. Dead man walking. Oh. So never stay for too long on the point. You will get one shot by any bursty build. So it's you don't want that. Oh no, I can't get this, to be honest. I have to make the glyph ready. No, I think we can go for the hand rest, to be honest. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. Yep, there we go. But that was like not good, not good. I mean, this guy is feeding as hell. It's crazy. Okay, there we go. Very good, very good. I will catch up in chat after this match, okay? Sorry that I have to like concentrate here. It's actually surprisingly close for that. We got almost to their base already. But I think that might be hopefully the final push now. Let's see. Nice. This was a nice shocking order, to be honest. That was good. Get some healing on those guys, but I think that's probably already like good. We are 3v3ing here. My team should actually, yep, cleared it up there. Very good. Oh, come on. It has to be it now. It has to be. Yes, we got 3 kills. I think it's fine now. Don't stand in there, I guess. I have 7 stacks already as well. Didn't get the emote, but I got the interrupt with my wall. Some healing there, but the healing is very minuscule because of all the stacks on this guy again. Ugh. They have permanent 10 stacks. It's like living on the edge, like living the dream. Like, you know, I carry this card. I do it all the time. That's me. I can't get them. Come on. Get some CCs. Yeah, very good. Nice, this guy's dead. Ooh. Maybe I can get the rest here when this guy goes down. Oh, he's living on the edge. It's actually insane. It's so insane. The Scourge, like, look at this. He has almost always 50% or lower. It's like, okay. Scourge is busted. Okay. I think they are just feeding at this point to hold the card. I think that's not gonna work in the long run. But my team is standing there as 3 people. It's also not working in the long run. maybe I get the glyph here. There we go. We won. How much healing did I do in this match? Not that much, but 40% team healing. I mean, makes sense on the support after all. Is the current event a good place to get gold? Medium. It's not bad, but there are better events. For example, Halloween, I think that's the next event coming up, festival, it's way better. Halloween is way better. I think it's okay. This is not that crazy, but it's okay to farm gold. If you're, of course, really lucky, then you will get crazy, like someone here in chat, get some Chuck infusion or something if you're opening some chests, but it's gambling. If you want to farm consistent gold, you have to do the blitz, boss blitz, and this one is, I would say, I think it's 10, maybe 15 gold if you're good or lucky per hour. It's not that good. There are better ways to get gold, sadly. It's not the best gold farming event. This currently push is ranked, but it's off season, so it will stay for the next 5 days, and then it will swap to normal conquest again. Yeah, Revenant is a funny... I really like Revenant. I really hope that the new Conduit will be really fun, and I will probably try out really crazy builds with it as well. So I'm with you there, Tedded. I think that might be a good choice. What's a good relic and armor set to use on Spear Tempest Cutter? I think Fireworks. If you want to play as a DPS build, Fireworks is really good. So what do we have here? Oh my god. You're playing against Caspi. That's not what you want to see. That's not what we want to see. Oh. Should I play support in this match? Do they have some... I mean, that's... They are good people here. Oh my god, there are good people in the enemy team. I'm not sure if we can win this. That's not that good. But we have someone actually decent as well. Benny, yeah. I mean, that's a stacked match. And boys, very good. We have boys. Ooh, stacked match. I stay Tempest then. I stay Tempest. But that's dangerous. That's dangerous because, you know, if Caspi or any one of the offensive people gets onto me, like, I'm still a squishy guy. So yeah, let's see. Hopefully boys carries us here. I would say Fireworks, Mark. Fireworks is probably the best. Do you play Vindicator on PvP or World vs. World roaming? Not that much. I think it's you have to be a one-trick person to play this build really good. Vindicator is not that easy to learn, and because it's very like skillful build. If you know what you're doing, it's really good, but you have to really commit time to it. And I'm not as good at it, so I don't play it that often because I would have to play way more often to play that build really good. So I hope that makes sense. So sadly, no is the answer there. Yeah, I play everything everywhere, of course, but I'm not like in World vs. World PvP. Vindicator is a spec where you have to play like, I would say, tens, if not 100s of hours of playing this build, because it's like really not a build that I would say is like crazy in terms of like, it doesn't play itself. That's all I want to say. Oh my god, this guy got bursted. Give some stability, I guess. I'm in a bad spot here. I want to get out of this. Get some healing on point. I mean, they are all somewhat healthy, but not very healthy. I mean, this guy is, again, Scourges with 10 stacks. That's like, okay. I didn't expect anything else, to be honest. Okay. I mean, we spawn camped them, I guess, but maybe that's like already over this match. Yeah, we spawn camped them now, and if we get the... Yeah, I mean, it looks decent. Yeah, looks good. Maybe boys carried so hard, you know, we instantly won. Now they are all pushing in. Let's give some auras out. But the Scourge was like 100% on the point, like never left the point. Okay. Get some healing out. Dodge this. Easy. You know, that was, what was that? What was that? Good match. Good match. What? Okay. Interesting mid making. So I can show it shortly, but I will not do it. If you go to the Zephyrite thingy, so there is this Crown Pavilion, which is half of the event, is this here in the Crown Pavilion, where you can farm some events. Or you can go to the Festival of the Four Winds in the Labyrinthine Cliffs, and then you can go to those guys here. There are multiple vendors here. If you go to those, here, you can exchange some materials, for example, ectos, or you can exchange here some cloth, some silk, you can exchange some wood. And if you open those boxes, you can exchange them quite often, or infinite times, and you get some, if you're some materials back, not that good, but if you're really lucky, you get some infusions, you know, you get some really, really crazy infusions, like for example, like the crystal infusion, like a mystic infusion, like the chuck infusion, like the confetti infusion, the really, really big ticket items. There is a chance of getting those. It's very low and you will probably not get it, but you could get it and could get a crazy amount of gambling luck. And then you are obviously like crazy rich, but not gonna happen for most people. So, yeah. No, Vindicator is really good. Don't get me wrong. I really want to emphasize this. Like, Vindicator in competitive modes as a either full healer in Zerg or full roamer in full DPS roamer in PvP in Conquest or in World vs. World as a roaming build, those are really, really good. It's a really good build, but it's not an easy build. It doesn't play itself. And that makes it harder for someone like me that plays all the builds to actually play it, because that means that you have to invest a lot of hours on this build to actually play it very well. And that means I can't play any other builds in the meantime. That's why I'm not that good at Vindicator. That's the whole reason. I'm not saying Vindicator is bad. I'm just saying I'm not as good at this. I know how to play it, but I can't pull it off all the time. Yeah. Yeah, the chances of a big ticket item are insanely low, because the thing is, what you also have to understand, the super rare category is super rare to get this, yeah? But the thing is, there are like 20 items in the super rare category. And in the super rare category, some items are like 10k gold and some items are even only like 1 gold or something. So there is a super rare drop you get maybe after like 10k boxes that you open. But if you're unlucky and get like one of those 20 that is only 1 gold worth it, that's like nothing. But if you're lucky, you get the other 1 out of 20 chances and hit the chuck infusion. So yeah, sometimes you get really rich, sometimes you are really lucky and get the super rare drop and only get 1 gold. So it can be really, really painful to open those. I would not recommend it. If you want to make money, just sell your materials. That's the better way. Yeah. Revenant has some hammer-oriented builds. Yes, I mentioned it recently. There is a Renegade build that uses hammer in PvP, but in PvE hammer is completely, no one uses hammer. PvE Revenant is completely like no one plays hammer. It's really bad. Yeah, exactly like Seraph puts it. It's really like high skill ceiling, high skill floor, and if you know how to play it, it's really good. But in SPVP, it's like build that can work, it's not bad, but because of the high skill ceiling and current meta, it's not the best pick. So I would say in World vs. World for roaming, it's a really, really good build. For PvP, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Exactly, you know. So better not spend anything on that event. Better not spend anything. Yeah, Vandal, that's the bad feeling, you know. You could have gotten a chuck infusion, but you got the 1 gold item. Yeah, wow, nice. That's what we want. Or not want, I guess. I just said that in SPVP it isn't because other stuff is way easier to play. Yeah, exactly. I think the problem is like SPVP right now is really like you play either a full bunker spec that is really tanky or some kind of support spec, or you play Power Mirage. Like every DPS build has to compete against Power Mirage. And Power Mirage is just so high on top of everything else that you would never pick anything as a DPS build because Power Mirage will just kill you. So either you play a bunker build, like a Scourge, like a support, or something really bruisery like a Renegade, or you pick Mirage. You know, why would you pick something that is worse than Mirage but fills the same role? It's really like that sad. So I really hope we get some Mirage nerfs, we get some other nerfs, and some changes in general to PvP. I really hope for some bunker Scourge nerfs, but we didn't get that. So yeah, I guess that's how it goes. Yeah. Before I try Vindicator, this advice is making me reconsider what exactly makes it hard. So Vindicator is like, in competitive modes, Vindicator is a class where you have to manage 3 legends, because you have the alliance stance, the offensive and the defensive one, and you have your second stance, which is typically Shiro, but you could also go for Dwarf. Those 2 are like what you could go for. So you have to manage 3 legends while being very offensive, while using your dodge to evade, but also use the dodge to get some damage out. So it's a melee focused class with a lot of skill expression in terms of utility skills, while being power-based melee with not too many defensive skills other than dodging and having some blocks. It's not like a Mirage where you have like 10 evades. No, Vindicator is more like, if you use all your dodges, you are dead. So Vindicator is really like, you have to know the limits, and that's something that you can only learn with practice. So I don't want to discourage you to try it. I personally think it's really fun, and if you want to like have some challenge, go for it. I'm just saying, don't expect to be like the best Vindicator player after 2 hours. That's not gonna happen. It's really, really challenging. Yeah. I'm a newer player and have been doing World vs. World and Open World as a Power Virtuoso and Berserker. Do you have any recommendation on which to start in SPVP? I think Virtuoso is a good pick. I think Virtuoso, you saw it in some push matches, it's a decent pick. It might not be as broken as Mirage right now, but because of that it will probably also not get nerfed. It's a really safe class to play, so really would say it's good. Thanks, by the way, Biddeford, really appreciate it. Thanks for the Prime. Thank you so much. Don't worry, wherever you watch, always happy to get some support. Thanks a lot. Sorry that I didn't see it earlier. I was just too focused on the match. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I would say. It's a melee class with energy management and 3 sets of utility skills from the 2 legends you're using. It just takes a lot of time to know what to do when in what scenario exactly. And I think that's always what people, if you go into PvP as a new player, if you go into World vs. World as a new player, you always, it doesn't matter which kind of build you're playing. Any build that you're playing is actually somewhat challenging to play, because you always have to face opponents and have to think about, how can I change the situation to my advantage? So you always have to think like that. And if you already play a build that is somewhat challenging to play, that's not like making it better. So keep that in mind. So if you're somewhat new to the game, go into PvP and play a build that is, even for veterans like me, hard to learn, yeah, might not be the easiest time. Thanks, Castania. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the Prime. And thanks, Derax. Nice. Everyone subscribes. Very good. Hype train. Hype. Very good. Thanks. Thank you so much for your support. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Really good. And, you know, I'm not only hyped because I can like get all the subs from you, but I also am hyped really for tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to 3 Elite spec reveals, or not reveals, but like showcase. I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope we will get like really cool new trades, cool new interactions. So I'm hyped because of that as well. Hopefully you see that as well. It's like, I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. Yeah, no problem, Kazuo. I'm always happy to help. Yeah, Conduit looks fun. I think Evoker looks fun. And I think the Amalgam looks surprisingly good as well. I don't know how good the Amalgam will be, but I think Evoker and Conduit will be really good. Because the Amalgam just looks fun, but we don't know too much about how it plays. Whereas for the Evoker, I already can tell you it looks quite promising. So let's I think we are playing against like a very good player. Let's see how it goes. I try to get some healing on point. All the reflecting all the attacks. Okay. Can I get the res here? Maybe. Double res. Finally, double res. It didn't help because we still lost someone, but it was a nice double res. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure if we can win this, to be honest. I can't push on point here. My team is back, that's good, but I can't go there because otherwise my teammate will die here. He still died. What? How did they die in a fair fight? Oh my god. Doesn't look promising, to be honest. I had to leave my Scourge there so that we can get some kills here, maybe. Because if I stay there as a support, that's not where you want to be honest. Get the kill? No, maybe. Maybe not. This is not gonna work, sadly. That's tough. Let's push. I hope I finally fall in love with the class. I mean, there are a lot of things, yeah, that are possibly really good. After this, like, reveal tomorrow, I will do, of course, a concise analysis of that, and I will also give you my take, which are the most broken ones, which are the most exciting ones for class fantasy in general. So I'm looking forward to all of those, but yeah, I mean, I will just judge when I played them, actually. I will not judge completely before I did not play them. Maybe they are really fun, even though the class fantasy is not very fitting. So I will check it out tomorrow, of course, and see if there's a lot of interesting mechanics and if it's really interesting to play. But I will judge after I got all my crazy gameplay in the beta, maybe even after the expansion release. Thanks, Karudo. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the Prime. Really appreciate it. Let's keep the hype grind going. Let's stay hyped. Yeah, that's what we want. I mean, even though this match is completely lost. That's sad, but we can still stay hyped. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's get some rest here. It's like the last stand here, but we will not win this, to be honest. Oh my god. Get some healing to my ally, but this is not gonna work. Sad. No, I'm solo queuing. That's obviously not the best strategy to win in push. You know, you can play as 5-person team. So yeah, if you're solo queuing, you don't know what you're getting. Could be anything. I think that those players are two together, you know, those are two really good players, Boys and I think Syndrona. Yeah, not good. Not gonna win this one. Push in a nutshell. Does the Guardian have a good DPS spec for PvP except Squishy Willbender? You can play Dragon Hunter, but it's a little bit more bunkery. It's Dragon Hunter, you can play with a longbow and traps, which is more like a meme build, but it has decent DPS, or you can play some bunker, full bunker spec Dragon Hunter, that works as well. But I think Willbender is the best DPS spec for Guardian right now, even though in push it doesn't work that well. Yeah. So I will do a video about this, and I will not watch it live on stream because there are so many other people covering live on stream. I will do a concise, I will get some notes, write everything down and stuff during the stream, and then I can make a nice video after that. So not a live stream analysis, sorry. Yeah, I think Paragon looks a little bit dull. Don't get me wrong, Paragon will be really strong, especially in competitive modes, but I personally think Paragon traits look quite boring. I really hope they give Paragon a little bit more identity in the traits and just some interesting mechanics and gameplay changes. Currently the traits look really boring. I really hope Paragon gets something, because I think there are, for example, the Evoker looks promising, the Gale Shot already looks really good. I know all the traits and stuff, so I think it looks really cool. I really hope that all the classes look at the end somewhat similar to Gale Shot, that we get something that is completely changing how you combo your skills, your bow and that stuff in the gameplay, depending on the traits you choose. And that's currently not the case for Paragon, and it's not always the case. For example, it's also not the case for Ritualist. I think Ritualist is really locked into, if you want to go quickness, you go this trait. If you want to go power DPS, you go this trait. I think that's not good design. I hope there will be some changes that you can make depending on if you want to get more CC, if you want to get more defensive, but you are not locked into one trait all the time. So let's see what comes up. Yeah. Does the Guardian have a good... Yeah. Are Luminaries ones better than Paragons? What can I say? I think the Luminary, for me, is a little bit more interesting in the traits than the Paragon is, because the traits give it some uniqueness. Yeah. So the Paragon gets its uniqueness from the elite skill. It makes you, so to say, impossible to die for the next 3 seconds. Also for allies. Yeah. That is the unique skill of Paragon. But the traits don't give you anything unique. They give you alacrity, they give you a damage buff, self-damage buff, that's it. But Luminary at least can have some interesting trait synergies that you can share some kind of special unique buff that gives your allies some healing and minus 10% incoming damage. So you can give them a second protection. Yeah. And that's something, at least for me, something interesting, that you have some combo potential with Light Aura and stuff to get some protection, second protection to your allies. I think that's a cool, interesting idea. I think Luminary is still not the most exciting spec, but I think personally from how it looks, it is a little bit more exciting than Paragon. Paragon feels like a good spec, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't feel like completely fleshed out yet. That's my take there. I'm not sure if Evoker will get a power ranged option more, but I expect it to be like crazy good ranged damage as well. If you play on fire, I see there's some crazy ranged fire damage for sure. I think it depends on the weapon that you choose, on the build that you're running. I think Evoker will have a lot of different builds that you can play, and that's always something that is obviously good. You want to have different builds, different strategies that you can run to have some fun. Yeah. I think it's very unlikely that Evoker will only be Condi. I think Evoker is like supposed to be power DPS, Condi DPS, healer, all at once. I think that looks all very, very promising to be whatever you want to play Evoker as. I think it's possible, because Evoker will have shorter cooldowns depending on which element you specialize in. So you can specialize in healing for water, in defense for earth, in CC for air, and in power damage or Condi damage in fire. I think that makes a lot of sense. But it depends. We will see tomorrow. I can't tell you more than what I read in the blog post. Do you think Luminary could be an effective bruiser build? Yes, I really predict it. I think Luminary will be, in PvP, a really good bruiser. In PvE, it will be a really good, like, defensive DPS because of its tankiness, inherent tankiness, and has good damage. I think it will be perfect for bunker or bruiser role in all game modes, actually. I really think so. I'm not sure if you really want to have some kind of tank in PvE. I think this role doesn't exist, but Luminary would be the perfect candidate for that. So we will see. Maybe they have some encounter that actually needs a full tank. Maybe. Is it important to go into raids? I've been playing for 15 days as a beginner and want to try it. So raids are fun. Raids are really cool, but you don't have to go into raids at all. With the next expansion, you can get everything in the game, every legendary and stuff, if you don't want to raid. But it doesn't mean you should not do it. I personally think raids are really cool. You can get some really cool armor skins, really cool weapon skins, really good gold, ascended gear, cool infusions. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can get that is unique to raids. And they are really fun to play as well. So if you like that, sure, check it out. I can highly recommend it. Yeah, maybe air should be power and fire Condi. We will see. I think it will not be completely focused in one like trait that you have to take to get power DPS and one to get air to get like only power and then fire only Condi. I think that is hopefully not the case. But like I said, I don't know. We will see. We will see. You only have to wait like not even 24 hours at this point. How important is to finish the story if you decide to switch your main, even though you've done it already on another character? Not important at all. It's really not important at all. So what do I play here? Probably some Reaper with Boys and Syndrona. I mean that should be good, shouldn't it? There we go. Do you have a firebrand named Azura? I think she's called Azura Saria. So Carya. I think that's the last name, the surname. But I'm not completely sure. Why do you ask? Okay, come on. How do you think Conduit would be like? Looks super cool. I think Conduit looks really cool. I think it will be either you can go in, you can specialize, so to say, and if you want to go full Condi, you specialize in Melex. If you want to go full power DPS, you go into Shiro. If you want to play full support, you go into the Centaur stance. I think the Conduit is, as well as the Evoker, really, really like flexible in what you want to go for. So that's really cool. I'm not sure if the amalgam will be the same, but those two look amazing. That's my prediction. We don't know what happens, Scorpion. I actually don't know. We will see if the new like changes to the expansion, or after the expansion we will get the core feature update. I don't know how much they will change rates and fractals. We don't know. They have to tell us, or we will see. Yeah, that's the only thing. We don't know yet. Let's go play some range damage. Get some damage down, and then let's go to Scepter as soon as they clump up a bit. And if they use some stun breaks, I will use my elite skill. That's the plan here. Nice, I got some people, very good. It's so funny, you have almost permanent full death shroud in this like situation. Oh, this was a nasty block. And an immobilized. Oh, so painful. Oh, the Firebrand is dead. The Firebrand is so dead. They are all dead, actually. That's crazy. 5 people down here. Ha! We got them. That was nice. Was good. I like it. Does the hero points for the new elites come from? We don't know. Probably the new map, but I don't know how the system will work, because we know we will only get 2 maps at release. So will there be enough hero points for getting the full elite spec? Will this elite spec unlock after a specific story step, or if you just purchase the expansion? I don't know how it will work. We will see. Stuff like that, they didn't confirm yet. They still have time to do that. Maybe we will never know before the expansion comes out. Could also be the case. That was a nasty interrupt. Holy moly. We got so many people in this. It's crazy. That's insane. It's such a condi meta. It's actually crazy. Look at this. They have like almost permanently 10 condis on them. It's crazy. Crazy. And they have permanent full shroud. It's also crazy. Hit the interrupt? No. So crazy. Did I hear correctly? You're not gonna need to do raids to get raids legendaries? No, that's not the case. I did not say that. To get raid legendaries, you need to do raids. That will always be the case. That will not change at all. But after the next expansion, you don't have to raid to get every single slot in your gear legendary. That's what I meant. So currently, if you want to go, for example, for a legendary ring, you have to go for the raid. If you don't want to go into World versus World or into the raid, you will not get a legendary ring. That's just a fact. But with the next expansion, this will not be the case anymore. So you can go only open world and get the rings there. So that will be the case. That's what I meant. But you can't get, for example, if you want to have coalescence, you will have to go into raids. That's just a fact. And that goes for all the raid stuff. So if you want to get the raid legendary armor, where is it? This one, Envoy armor. If you want to get this, you have to raid. That's just also, that will stay like that. And I think that's good. You want to have some incentives to go into raids. And that's, I think, totally fair. If you don't like raids, then you will probably not get this. That's okay. Not everything in the game is should be achievable for everyone. I think it's completely fine if there's something that you can't get, because otherwise it would be boring. If you can purchase everything from the TP, there would be no reason to play the game anymore. So I think it would be fun to have some specific stuff in specific areas of the game. I think that makes sense. At least in my opinion. Can see why someone would have a different opinion, but personally I think that makes sense. I just reached level 80 for the first time. What do you recommend to do first or how to continue? So, Galinde, I actually have a video on my YouTube channel where I talk about the specific things what you should do after level 80. I can give you the link to it. It's really concise, and I really try to like focus you to where to go. And it's really important that you like understand Guild Wars 2 is a sandbox game. There are really a lot of things what you could do in the game, but find the thing that you enjoy the most. So let's send it. Give me a second. There we go. That's it. That's the video. Check it out. It should help you. I played a game against you a few games ago. I was saying to my friend, this Vibrant is doing a lot, and then I checked your nickname and it was Simmer. You won the game. I mean, Gigaman, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You know, I'm not the best player. I'm not the worst player. I'm just trying to have fun. So nice that we played against each other. It's good to have more players. I like that. So yeah, sorry that I won against you. Happens. Next time we play together and we win together. That's what we want to do. So in PvP, I personally always like to solo queue because then there is no like bias. I don't want to play with my viewers and have like someone carrying me or I carry them. I think solo queuing is the easiest way to just entertain you on stream, because there is just like, I don't want to have like a 5-person team with me or 4-person team with me and like stomp every match. I think that's also boring to watch. I just want to have some fun. That's why I just do it alone. But of course, if you queue up right now and I'm queuing, it's not unlikely that we come into one match together. Doesn't mean that we will play with each other, but we could. So keep that in mind. I'm scared you cook a build for Luminary that I'd like to use. Melee weapons, maybe a shield, and I have to swap off the Revenant. Yeah, it could be. I think Luminary with shield looks not bad, but more in the competitive scene, to be honest. I think Luminary with a shield in PvE looks like a very tanky build that is... I don't see it to be necessary in any cases. That's the thing. Why would you play a Luminary with full tank setup in PvE? You know, what's the reason for that? So I don't see that. I think in competitive modes, yes, for sure. I can tell you right now, there will be a Luminary tank build. That will be happening. But if you only talk about PvE, nah, I don't see a reason for that. Yeah. Glad you enjoy my content, Andre. Is Power Chronomancer viable solo? Can I kill stuff with it, like champions and hard hero chains with a solo? Yes, I have a solo build guide for a Power Chronomancer that is really, really strong. You can check it out on my YouTube channel. Just type, or just scroll down in the description of the YouTube stream. There is a link to all my builds, and if you go to the Mesmer page, you see which one is the Power Solo Chronomancer build guide. It's amazing, it's really good, and you can solo hero points and bounties with it. It's really strong. Can highly recommend it, yeah. I mean, I think it's always cool to play with someone or against someone that actually like is good at the game or somewhat decent at the game, and you know them. I think that's always cool, you know. I like to have matches with or against boys because I know I can learn something from that, yeah. If I only play with someone that has never played PvP before, yes, I might win all the time because I stomped them because I'm obviously way more experienced than them, but is that something that I can learn from? No. So I really like it to have people like Syndrome, boys, like the good players with or against me, so that I can actually learn something from that. Of course, if it's like I always fight against them and my team is not even close enough to fight and to win this match, that's a little bit sad. But if it's a close match, then I can learn something from it. And that's always a good thing. I think this is a good mindset to have in general in PvP, to have, I want to get better at the game, I want to have fun, but I don't care too much if I win or lose, you know? You can't change it anyway, especially if you're solo queuing, especially with push in the off season, where you have like 5-person teams potentially queuing against you and you have like 5 solo players. How are you supposed to win this? So yeah, just try to have fun, try to get better at your build, at the general game mode, and I think that's the thing that you should aim for. Not only in PvP, to be honest, in all game modes. Having fun is the most important aspect, and if you then have the mindset of getting better at something, you will probably have fun for hours without like caring too much if you like win or lose, at least in my opinion. That's why I'm almost always trying to be positive. I never flame because I think there's no reason. I want to get better. I don't care if someone else is being really bad at the game. I want to get better. If they are feeding, I mean, that's sad, but that happens. So what do we have here? Okay. We have no damage. But let's stick with this build. Let's stick with it. But we have no damage. Like, it's crazy. But let's stick with it. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can stay with Revenant for now, and maybe you can swap to Luminary later, but don't worry too much. You know, just play what you have like currently fun on, and that's the thing that you should do. The elite specs are still a little bit like 2 months, even more, 2.5 months out. So you have quite a lot of time to play Revenant until then. And even when it comes out Luminary, you might still enjoy the Conduit more than the Luminary. Yeah. Yeah, I think you should not focus too much on the shield. Maybe fight something else that you like as well. Just not focus too much on the shield and you will have something that is fun to you. Yeah. It's fine, you know, Scorpion, don't worry. That's the important part. If you are having fun in PvP, don't worry too much that you are only in gold. You know, in gold, like, you're probably higher than like 80% of the player base. Don't worry too much. Just try to have fun, try to get better, and you will get out of gold if you just continue to play. That's how it works. Yeah, let's try to win this match, but it looks a little bit like scary. They have 2 damage builds. We have me, but what can I tell you? It's a little bit like a I have a lot of life force because my Necromancer gave me a lot of like kills on the minions. Okay, let's try to get the. Where's the Willbender here? Focus on the Condis. Oh, this guy is so dead. They got the rally there. The Willbender is so focused. So pressured. Kill him. The Willbender doesn't have anything. No, they got a kill. No. Oh, that was a nasty pull. No, not the pull. We have to get this res. We have to get this res. If we don't get the res, we have problems. We have big problems. Nice, we got the CC here. I think we get the kill here. Very good. Okay, that looks promising. I mean, we lost the card, but that's fine. We got some kills here. You have to be careful. They might get the rally though. Not the rally, but the rest there, if we let them bleed too long. Okay, they have... No, I have to cancel this. That was nasty. We have to get this kill. We have to get the kill. Nice. We get the kill here. 2 kills on those. That's good. This guy runs away. I can't kill them. Maybe they go for the rest. Maybe then. Nice. Interrupt into kill. Yep. There we go. Nice. 3 people down. Looks good. We are pushing. It seems like I really have to give up on shield. Yeah. Like I said earlier, I think the shield dream might come true with some balance changes, but I personally think shield is a competitive weapon in a lot of game modes, or a support weapon. They really, like, the same goes for greatsword. Greatsword is never a support weapon. It's always a damage weapon. That's sadly like the case for a lot of build design in Guild Wars 2. There might be different skills on a weapon, but it's always quite similar to what it wants to be. So a sword will always be some kind of melee focused weapon, typically, that does some damage, and is never a support weapon. So they might change it up if it's melee or ranged, but they will never change that it's a support weapon. How did that hit me? I evaded it, but it's okay. You're pushing through. Crazy. Let's get some CC down. That will be nasty if I get the ult here. Yeah. Oh, so good. Nice, we got the CC chain. No, they got the... What? They are illusional. They have illusion of life. What? That's crazy. I have to ping that to my team. If we get the... No, they got the rally there. Sad. That's crazy. Who plays with illusion of life? Get the kill here. No, they got the res. Oh my god, they got the res. That's crazy. Yeah, we have to disengage that one. I thought we won that already, but the illusion of life actually saved them. That's crazy. Crazy to me. Let's get this. Yeah. Nice, we got it. Nice, we got a double kill now. Double kill. Nice, the Skyhammer carries. Oh, the Skyhammer. Oh, the Skyhammer. Crazy. We got 2 people out of the Skyhammer one. That's good. That's what we like. Oh my god, we have a Vinion Mancer Core Necromancer. Gives me a lot of life force, I have to be honest. But other than that, not that helpful for the team. Oh, the Willbender is here. The Willbender is here. Wasn't the Willbender? Always focus on a squishy melee target. That's like always a really good target to focus on. Get some CC. Oh no. More CC. No, I will not waste the elite skill here. Wait for the... There are 4 people. Maybe I can get a nice corrupt here. Nice. I got the corrupt after the elite, the water overload popped. Nice. Got 2 interrupts here. Focus on this guy. He's pressured us a lot. Nice. We got a kill. Get some poison on the body. So they can't get the glyph. Oh, they still got the glyph. Sad. No, they got the rally. Okay, they got the rally. My team is overcommitting so much. It's crazy. The Willbender is dead. But they will rally. They will rally. They will rally. I have to disengage this. I have to be careful here. Oh, I'm not sure if we can win this fight anymore. Okay, the Chronomancer is down. But they have all... They have one of us as well. I have to get the rest here. But... I mean, how did the Chronomancer actually die? And we didn't get the rally. That feels painful. I lost my full shroud for this commit to the rest. Not good. This guy is probably easy killable. Nice, 3 people interrupt. Very good. Get this guy. Yes. Nice. Nice, I transferred the fear. Very good. Get the kill here. Get the stomp. Very good. Now get out of the point and try to make sure that we win this here. You never should stress out things that you don't have control over. Yes, that's a very, very good rule for Guild Wars 2, for PvP, for life in general. If you don't stress out about things that you can't control, you will have a safer, more relaxed thinking in life. I have to learn that as well to some extent, but I try to, at least in Guild Wars, try to have that. Oh, that was a very nice ult. Because I did not get the interrupts, but I got like the stability for it and the quickness. That's really good. 2 people. We got the Skyhammer. That's good. But we did lose a player. That's not good. We got 1. That's good. We got 2. 3 people down. Nice. Oh, that's a nasty. I hate those spirits. You know, if they have their combo up, they have an emob into a big damage skill. Renegade is really, really nasty. But I think we now got them staggered deaths. No, maybe not. Oh no. Yeah, good. We got 1 staggered kill. That's better than... If all 5 of them respawn, we might lose this fight then. But it is not right now. Oh, this guy is so aggressive. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a very good ult. Maybe a little bit early, to be honest. If they have some stun breaks up, you should wait a little bit with the big stuns. Very good, we got the corrupt. Maybe I can get the stomp here? No, probably not, it's a Tempest. We should get the rest here, nice. We got the rally, very good. Yeah, I think now we won. Looks good. Nice, there we go. That's it. Clean. Did not die. I like it. I like it. How is Revenant Elite spec? Are they all in a good spot in every content? I would say all of them are in a good spot, but they are not meta. There is no Revenant Elite spec in PvE that is top tier meta, but it is a really... I think, nah, that's not true. In Fractals, Renegade is top tier, but in PvE in general, Revenant deserves a little bit more buffs. I would say it's a really good class. You can play it in all content, yes, even in competitive modes it's really good, but in PvE specifically, I think Revenant needs a little bit of help by the developers because it's always a little bit niche, yeah? So for example, you have the Alacrity DPS Renegade, which is really good in Fractals, but as soon as you want to use that in a longer fight, like in raids or strike missions, it gets worse. So I would say if you want to have a safe class, pick Revenant, but if you want to have the best meta pick right now, I think Revenant in PvE might not be the best class. That's just my take. If you're not talking about solo builds. In solo builds, Revenant is insane. It's best class overall in solo builds. And in competitive modes, Revenant is in a decent spot. I think Revenant is one of the classes that is like, they will not touch at all with the next balance changes. So I think Revenant is perfectly balanced. It is not broken, but it's perfectly playable. So I would say Revenant overall, fine. Really good class to pick if you enjoy the fantasy. And yeah, just try it out. You will have fun with it. Yes, JJ, in general, if you play PvP, you should be in your league. So I'm currently into Platinum. There are Gold, Silver, Bronze below and Legendary above. If you are in Platinum, you should get players matched that are either in low Platinum as well or in high Gold. If you are a noob and start out, you will start out somewhere in low Silver, maybe in Bronze even, and you will get players that are somewhat in the same level. Because of the low amount of players in Guild Wars 2 though, you will not have guaranteed to have only silver players in your match. There is always some kind of spread, especially if you queue during not primetime hours. So if you queue at 2 AM in the night, as a silver player, you might fight a platinum player. That will happen. And it happens way more frequently now than it did 5 years ago. So keep that in mind. But in general, you will of course fight people that are worse in the game than if you play in a really high rated match. Yes, of course. Yeah, of course. I mean, it makes sense that you want to have a class or weapons fantasy in mind and you want to play that. I think that makes sense. I think that is a common criticism when people try out Guild Wars 2. I totally get that. I just can't really I can understand it, but I personally don't feel like that because I'm someone, I don't care how the weapon specifically looks, yeah, or how it feels. If it's a strong, fun playstyle, I play it, you know. I like to play fun builds. If there is a weapon that is really obnoxious to use, but it's strong, for example, Pistol on Elementalist. It's like my least favorite weapon. It is a strong Condi weapon for PvE, yeah. It is a really good weapon there. But I don't like it because it's not fun to play. So I'd never play it. And I can totally understand why you say, oh, shield would be amazing, but it's always boring. That's why I don't like it. That's fair. That's fair. Just saying, for me, that is something that I don't care that much about. And maybe you can not care that much about it either if you find something that is fun instead, that fills the role, even though it's not the weapon that you actually enjoy the most. But I can still understand what you're saying, don't get me wrong. You want to change builds, change roles, change classes, even for different encounters? Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's really cool. I think that's one of the biggest strengths of Guild Wars 2 is that you can easily change builds like Chronomancer, Druid, Firebrand. They change their utility skills, their traits, even their weapon choices are changeable for every encounter that you play. That's really cool. And I really like this design, that you don't play all this time the same skills, the same traits, everything the same. You can do that for most players in most builds and most encounters, but it gets even better, the build, if you change your utility skills. So I think that's really cool that we have that in Guild Wars 2. And I hope that stays like that with the expansion, that you are not always I think it's design where you say, okay, this trait is the Condi trait. I will never even look at the other two traits because this is the trait that I choose. I think it's fine if that's the case for one selection, but if it's always like that you say, this is Condi, this is Condi, this is Condi, and I always use that when I play a power build, I use this, and this, some elite specs, it's like that, and I don't like that. I really hope that they do stuff where you think about, okay, this is the trait that provides quickness. And now I have to make choices for those traits, for example, that I get, this one gives CC, this one gives stability, and this one, I don't know, gives power damage. That you make a choice and that you think, okay, this is now for the current encounter, I want to have more CC. And for the next encounter, I might bring some stability. I think that's really cool, this design that you change your traits and your skills depending on the situation. Because a build that is just perfectly rigid and will never change, I think that's boring to me. That's not a nice design of a class and a general build crafting game. So I really hope that will happening with the next elite specs. I think some of them are like that, but not all of them, sadly. Yeah. How to prepare for the Halloween event? I mean, preparing is not really necessary. Halloween happens at the probably end of October, maybe before the expansion. I don't know how they will do it because it happens exactly at Halloween when the expansion comes out. So I'm not sure if they will move the festival or whatever. But I think just play when Halloween comes out and just have fun. Don't really need to prepare for it. There is nothing really that changes too much. You can farm all this stuff when it comes out, and before that, I mean, just do whatever you want to do before that, and then farm the labyrinth, I guess, really hard when it comes out. That's what I would do. Yeah. Are necromancers better than mesmer now? Yeah, I mean, I would never make such a statement. It always depends on the game mode, on what kind of role you want to fill. I personally think in PvE, mesmer is better. In competitive modes, it depends what kind of role you play. But there are roles that Necromancer is really good. In PvP, for example, I think Necromancer is absolutely crazy. You can play Scourge, you can play Reaper, you can play Harbinger, you can play even Core Necromancer. So Necromancer in PvP might have multiple different builds. So I think, yes, there it might be better. But in all other game modes, I think Mesmer is slightly more flexible. But it's always depending on the situation. You would never make a statement like that it's better in general. That's not how balancing works. Yeah. Would you say Elementalist is in a better spot? Yes, definitely. I think Elementalist is like in a really good spot right now. If you look at PvE, Elementalist had like healing Catalyst, it has quickness DPS Catalyst, it has full DPS Catalyst, it has Alacrity healing Tempest, it has Alacrity DPS Tempest, it has full DPS Tempest, and that you can go on like that. PvE for Elementalist is like insanely good. If it comes to PvP and World vs. World, Tempest is also really good, Catalyst is really good. There are so many good options. I think Elementalist is in a really good spot right now, and it will only get better with Evoker, I would say. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I personally would say Elementalist, Revenant, Engineer, they are really flexible classes. However, I would say Revenant right now is in a spot where I would say it needs a little bit of help in PvE, a little bit. They should just buff it a little bit, but in general, I would say you can't go wrong with those classes. They are so flexible, especially Engineer and Elementalist are really, really flexible. They can fill so many roles. Yeah, just have fun, choose them. They are a good choice. What PvE builds are there for Spellbreakers? Spellbreaker, you only play as DPS. Power DPS, that's it. That's really like, you can't play a support Spellbreaker in PvE because it doesn't provide alacrity or quickness. And as a solo build, you play a power DPS solo build. As a DPS build for group content, you play full DPS power build. That's it. There is no other choice. You can either go for Dagger or Hammer. This is the choice that you can make, but it's a power build nonetheless. So yeah, I mean, that's Spellbreaker in a nutshell. Sadly, that's how it works. Can I stack luck buff food to sell it expensive? I'm not sure what exactly you mean. Maybe you can give me a little bit of a different wording. Maybe I can understand it better then, but I'm not sure what exactly you mean. When is the World vs. World reset? The World vs. World reset, you can always see if you go to this tab, the match overview tab, and then you can see in 21 hours remaining in current match, that will be your reset. So it will reset on Friday, late afternoon in my time, so in 21 hours. So always go into your World vs. World tab, into the second tab here, and then 21 hours, you can see it right now. That's how it works, yeah. So let me grab something to drink. And let's go for one more push match. Let's see what's going on today. It was quite fun, to be honest. I had a lot of matches today. Yeah, up and down, up and down. Just classic push, I guess. Yeah, my win rate is also not that crazy. But I mean, I'm playing solo queue, playing like 10 different builds or something. So was not expected to win all the matches. Look at this. Like first play is Lisa with 46-1. They lost one match. Oh my god. In almost 50 matches. You know, that's like how broken 5-person queue is. Like the top players, you can't lose matches, you know. And as soon as you go down, it goes a little bit like lower. What the fuck? I'm like 42. Okay. I did not expect that, but okay. Yeah, I mean, that's just like... Yeah, it's crazy, actually. Like, there are not that many, actually, people playing. It's like only the... Like, look at this. Top 15, almost. They have 0 losses. Like, what? They all played together. Crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's just how it goes, I guess. If you have 5-person matches enabled. Now maybe we can play some unranked and get some conquest match in there. I want to have some conquest fun as well. Last conquest match, play some Willbender or something. Want to play something fast-paced and not always have to fight bunker builds. Let's see what we get. Yeah, but if you have any questions, any feedback, let me know. I'm always happy to answer that. And like I said, I'm hyped for tomorrow. I will cover that on my YouTube channel as well. So stick around for that. And we can talk and debate that, of course, tomorrow as well. Because I think the Amalgam will be really exciting to see how it plays out. But I'm hoping that the Conduit and the Evoker live up to the hype that they put up in the blog post. So I personally think those will probably be the most exciting specs to see in the whole patch that we will get with the release of the expansion. I think the 6-1 that we got before, they are good, but I think the last 3 look the best. Yeah. I'm new to Guild Wars 2. I picked Guardian. Is that an okay class? Yes, Koi. That's an amazing class. It's probably one of the best classes overall, and if you like the class fantasy, that's perfect. You know, you should always play a class that you like the class fantasy, because in Guild Wars 2, every single class, even every elite spec, is playable in all game modes, and you will succeed with it. So if you enjoy a specific class in the class fantasy, and that's Guardian for you, perfect. Currently, Guardian is really good in all game modes, and it will stay like that, I would say. So, good choice. Very good choice. I think I'm just way too tied to the fantasy aspect of weapons meeting the theme of a class. Like I've checked the power Spellbreaker meta build on Meta Battle, and it says a dagger and a mace. Who would you think about a warrior using a dagger with a mace? Yeah, I mean, that's like Guild Wars 2 in the original design when it came out at launch in 2012. It was really like weapons were clearly designed with a specific purpose. Yeah, so for example, Greatsword on warrior was like the power-based weapon. Yeah. But if you, over the course of time, they added more weapons. They added more power creep, more feature creep to weapons. And they just had to make weapons better and traits better. And that made so that other weapons that did not get those treatments, because of the choices they made weapons that were not really designed in a way like it. For example, the dagger was always meant to be the spellbreaker weapon that you use to remove boons from enemies, stun them or CC them. But with all the power creep and feature creep, specific weapons got more damage as well, more traits got more damage as well, and that meant that some weapons that were not buffed, but they stayed like pure to their real purpose in the beginning, like Greatsword, they did not get any like big buffs anymore, and then they just get power crept. And I can totally see why I would say, oh, who plays dagger mace? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but you just play what is currently the best if you want to get the most amount of damage, because they don't care about fantasy anymore in Guild Wars 2. That's just, they don't care about it, and that's a little bit sad, to be honest. But yeah, that's sadly how it goes right now. That they really care about only balancing. They don't care about class fantasy at all anymore, or weapon fantasy for that matter. Yeah, what can you do? Welcome, Alpha. Have you thought of any cool builds that could work in push that are considered meme, for example, Rival Berserker? So I think the problem in push is like, if you can't, to be honest, it's like push is sadly even less like flexible what you play than any other PvP game mode. Why is that? Because push is like you always fight in a 5 versus 5. So I think you can have some really big fun if you play some great sword Berserker, for example, and one-shot people with the unblockable signal and stuff. But does it work in most cases? Probably not. It's probably better to play some kind of bruisery, bunkery build like a Scourge, like a Tempest that heals your allies, supports them. You will probably fare better with that. And you can make some really meme builds work, of course. But I tried to play Power Chrono and I got completely demolished. I tried to play some kind of Sage Firebrand. That worked surprisingly well. But also, or for example, Sage Herald, that worked also decently well. But it's really hard to find meme builds that are not like completely trolling. That's like the sad part. I think the theory crafting for push is a little bit like less, I don't know, flexible than it is, for example, on other game modes like Conquest. Nice, this guy is dead. Oh, they got the invulnerability off. Oh my gosh. Lone Cap strikes again. Nice, we got them. Okay, concentrate here. Oh, it's a trapper soul beast. Oh my gosh. I will not go into your traps, my friend. Nice, we got them. Very good. And now we go mid. Get another kill here on the Mirage in 3, 2, 1. Oh, that was a nasty evade. Lone Cap comes back. That's scary. Get the kill on Lone Cap. Nice. Okay, scary, but we won. Lone Cap does so much damage with whatever burst build that he's playing. It's crazy. There we go. Kill. Very good, very good, very good. Yeah, classic rank match or conquest match on a Willbender. What's this guy doing here? Nice, we got them. 3 people chasing a Mirage. Okay, okay. Meanwhile, we lost far. Makes sense, makes sense. I will target someone at mid and engage on them. Yeah, we get the kill here. Very good. Where do we go now? Yeah, ooh, it's a power harbinger. That's not a matchup you want to take, by the way, as a Willbender. That's you can't win this normally. You know, that's. Now we get some help from our ally. Ooh, we got the dodge on the elixir. That's good. Okay, this guy's dead, I guess. Didn't get the real one. Sad. Oh, Lone Cat is coming. Get some. I have to play so carefully here, to be honest. Where's the Mirage? There we go. He might go into vengeance, to be honest. I have to be careful. Yep, there we go. Just stay alive. Staying alive. Staying alive. Almost died. Almost. And the kill. Yeah, it's like never go for a rest if there's like too many people here. That's not smart. You will die and die very fast because of that. Classic. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to take this fight. 2 people here. Nice, we got them. Can we get the Mirage as well? Nice, we got them before I got the Signet. Very good, very good. And the Willbender is here as well. Nice, we got the kill again. Yeah, I mean, this is not very close, this match, sadly, but it's fun. I wanted to play some Willbender without getting demolished, you know. Willbender is a fun spec. It's really fast-paced, really fun. Ooh, they have like a 1v2 going on here. That was a lot of damage. How much did it do? Okay, just a lot of burst. Not gonna lie, if Luminary can do the Bruiser Guardian build, I'm sold on Guardian, main for life. I'm just currently traumatized with the Willbender roaming balance. Yeah, I think Luminary will actually beat this like bruisery, bunkery playstyle. I would say that will be the best class for this playstyle. I think in all game modes, actually, I think that will be really good. I think it will be probably one of the best specs for outnumbered roaming because it has so much tankiness baked in. Depends a bit on the numbers. I don't know the numbers yet, if it's like a good DPS power spec, but it will be probably quite bruisery just because of all the tankiness of the stats that it gets there. So I'm really looking forward to that, yeah. After you're done with that game, can you show me fast how to enable markers for map completion? I've already installed Blishart. Yes, I can show that. He did not hit any virtue on me. What? How many people are here? What? It's okay. I think we won the match anyway. Yeah, I can show you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think the weapons for me is something that I just use to get the skills. I don't really care about which weapon I choose, but I can totally understand when you say, oh, I want to have the scepter fantasy, or I want to have the shield fantasy, or the spear. I can totally understand it. Just saying, for me, it doesn't really matter too much. This guy is so dead. There we go. Another target acquired. Let's go on this guy. There we go. That's it. Was a fun one. Yeah, so I can show you now, Tedded. I hate this. I leave the match and I instantly get back in. This is such a common bug now. I can't. It's okay. It's okay. Let's do it again. What are your keybinds? Do you really have class skills on 6 to 0? No. My skills I can show, they are bound to my mouse as well. So I have my weapon skills that are like 6 to 0, or my healing skills and that kind of stuff. I have an MMO mouse, which I have bound my buttons to. That's how I have my keybind set up. So if you install the Blishart, you can go to your manage modules, and then you can go to pathing module. That's what you wanted to for map completion, and download pathing module. Yeah, this is what you want to get. And then you get the pathing module, and you can actually get You can see here this is the pathing module. If you check that, you can use markers and open the markers that you want to have. Like there are a lot of marker packs that you can get, and those will just give you the paths to map completion, to some skips, to whatever marker pack you want to have. So you have to install, so to say, the pathing module just from inside the Blish hut. So go in there, manage repositories or modules, and go there, enable the module which downloads it. Sometimes you have to restart Blish, and then you open the pathing module to open the markers pack as you want to have. That's how it works. I have a research guide note, research notes guide on my YouTube channel, Scorpion. You can check that one out. It helps a lot, Scorpion. Just check that one out. It's really fast. Just go to my YouTube channel, check out research notes. You will find it for sure. You can actually salvage ascended armor with the research kit. You can do that if it's craftable. I think potions are probably the a good thing to do, but there are multiple options. Just check out the guide, and that's probably helping the most. Yeah. So the important part is that you have to run Guild Wars 2. You can't run it, as far as I know, in full screen. You have to put it to Windows full screen, as far as I know, and you have to tick this box. So if you tick that box, you should see your markers. I can show that on screen. Give me a second. Going to a PvE character or something. It has some map completion up, like this guy. And it should work there. So if I now enable the markers, 1 second, if everything is loaded, and enable the markers, and then you see here, this is the pathing, just from one of the pathing modules, and I see, okay, I have to follow this thing. So just make sure that you toggle this, and of course you can also go to the settings and check if everything is like you want it to have. There are so many settings that you can change here. Just change them to what you think is necessary. And there are obviously a lot of different marker packs that you can also get there. I think that should work now for you if you do it like that. At least I hope, yeah. Can I also ask, is there any reason to play Raptor over Warclaw in open world? The Raptor is only good for the pull ability. So the Warclaw is probably the general better mount, but if you want to have the pull ability, so if there are 5 enemies here and you use the engage attack, it will pull enemies in. That's the main reason why you would use Raptor, if you have access to the Warclaw. That's the only reason, yeah. I don't have a guide yet about all the fractal skips on Chronomancer, but I can recommend Feint. I can write it in chat. This guy has a really nice, really good, concise video about all the fractal skips that you can do on Mesmer, and I can't do that any better. It's just watch this guide, and it's amazing. It's really good, and that I can recommend that much. Yeah. So I think that's also the end of today's stream. I hope you enjoyed it. It was really fun. I had a blast doing a lot of PvP today. I hope that you check out my YouTube channel as well if you want to see more Guild Wars 2 content. I wish you a very nice evening, and I hope to see you around. See you on the weekend, I guess. And if not, have a really good rest of the week. And thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for all your support. And see you around. Have a good night.